Crikey Moses, where am I?
Basil, young and green, what a naughty engine you have been.
Who said that?
I am the voice of the stones that stand. Here in my domain you have come to land. To return safely to your place of rest. Here right now, you must pass my test.
What test?
Find the spookies in the videos that stream. Do your best and try not to scream.
Ugh, looks like I got my work cut out for me. Will you help me find the spookies? Great! One other thing, I might get lost in here trying to find them. If you see me pop up on your screen, shout out Basil in the live chat. Then I know I'm on the right track. Oh, let's try and find a way out of here.
Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures, making tracks to Sodor and beyond. Tales from the North American Railway.
Boy, it sure is a beautiful October morning.
Hey, since it's getting close to Halloween, let's tell some scary stories.
Good idea, Jameson.
Well, I have an extremely scary story to tell.
Maybe later, Reginald, because I have a story about when we lived back in North America. It's called The Story of Coward. Ahem! It all started on Halloween. I was going trick-or-treating like I do every year, but then something mysterious happened. I didn't notice it, but somehow the points changed. Suddenly, I diverted onto an old line. Whoa! This isn't the way I wanted to go! Oh, and soon enough, I ended up at an abandoned scrapyard. This definitely doesn't look like a goods yard. It looks like a bads yard. Just then, I heard a very familiar whistle. Uh-oh. That sounds like... Move! Hello, Red Fox. Oh, where are your little buddies? Looks like it's just you and me today. And I'm gonna go. I raced backwards as fast as I could. Then there was trouble. Hello there. Ah! And that was the moment I first saw Colin. He had an orange face, black paintwork, a plastic top, wooden bottom, and he was a diesel. Oh, that sounds horrible. It sure is, brother. Anyway, continuing onwards, Vinny and Colin tried to sandwich me in between them, but I managed to find some faulty points that were right behind me. So I waited for the right moment, and I reversed, went over the points, got away, and Vinny and Colin crashed into each other. Ha 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 ha! See ya! After him! Uh-oh, I'm out of here! I raced out of the scrapyard, back onto the main line. But I was still racing backwards, and Vinny and Colin were still chasing after me. I had to get away somehow, so I started to go faster, and soon I was racing backwards at top speed. Ha ha ha! So long, suckers! Just then, I saw something ahead of me on the track. Points! I quickly switched tracks and when I raced by, saw that it was Gabe and Gino going trick-or-treating together. Well, at the time I didn't know who that was, but I do know now that it was Gino.
Hey, I remember what happened now.
I did too.
Can I please tell what happened from this point onward?
Of course you can, Gabe.
Okay then, continuing on from where Hunter left off.
Me and Gino were trick-or-treating together when suddenly Hunter raced right beside me, racing backwards. Whoa! Whoa! What was that?
Gabe, help me! I'm being chased by Vinny.
I don't see him. Whoa!
Get back here, you red box on wheels!
Come back here so I can scrap you.
Gino, I'll be right back. Then I raced off after Hunter. Okay, I'll see you later. I raced like the wind as fast as I could. My pistons pumped and my axles ached, but I pushed on. But when I caught up, I saw Khaled and gasped. Who are you?
Oh, me? I'm just the engine who is going to send your brother to the scrapyard.
Not unless I stop you. I raced ahead of Khaled to avoid his evil looks. But then there was trouble.
Oh, look! It's the old grandpa! I bet that you're so slow that you won't be able to pass me and save your brother. Ha 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 ha!
Just then I looked ahead and saw that the tracks became one lane. I had to be quick, so I raced fast enough to get in front of Vinny, and I raced over to the points. But the signal man was too slow to change the point for Vinny, so he derailed. Yes! But Khaled had other plans. He saw a switch that came up right before Vinny.
Points!
Khaled raced onto the other track and kept chasing after us.
Oh, get him, Colin!
Oh, I will.
Meanwhile, Jameson was going trick-or-treating on his own.
Hey, I get to tell this part because it's all about me.
Okay.
Anyway, continuing where Gabe left off. Trick-or-treating by myself when I saw Hunter race past me, racing backwards, Gabe chasing him, and then a black diesel with an orange face, who I'm guessing is Khalid, chasing both of them. I knew I had to save my brothers, but I didn't know how. Just then, I saw a three-way junction up ahead. I knew exactly what to do. Points! Points! Points!
So long, Khaled! Thanks for saving us, Jameson.
You're welcome, Hunter. But then there was trouble.
What happened?
I didn't know until I saw it, but I had sent Khalid down to a loop line. Khalid raced over the points and came straight for me. I'm out of here! So I raced backwards as fast as I could to get away from Khalid. As I was racing backwards, I passed Vinny, who was still laying on his side. Then, an idea flew into my funnel. Let's hope this works. Points! The points changed and I waited for impact. Hey, Colin, come and get me! Just then, the thing that I wanted to happen, happened.
Oh, this isn't where I wanted to go.
Look out!
Huh?
Yes! It worked!
Hooray!
Now, let's go back to our sheds and get some rest.
Okay,
Hunter.
So we puffed slowly back to our sheds, and from that day onwards, we never saw Khalid ever again. So, what did you think? It was very spooky, Hunter.
I'm glad I won't encounter him.
I'm glad you three got away from him.
I'm glad that I now know what happened after you left me to go trick-or-treating on my own, Gabe. Although I'm sad I didn't get to narrate my small section.
It was as good as the last story, Hunter. Oh, I'm glad you liked our story.
I'm just glad that I didn't miss it this time. Speaking of that, can you please tell me the story that I missed?
Of course I can. This story is called The Train Who Isn't Very Smart.
Make sure to get these one day. Oh wait. Okay, I'm done.
Don't turn and run just yet, because Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures will be right back on the Spooky Month Spectacular.
Born in fire, formed in flames, but it's not afraid of the dark.
Ready? Ready.
If you're ready for fast action, you're ready for the hot new Turbo Glow jump set from Hot Wheels. Take a jump to avoid a crash.
You won't make it. Watch me.
Or make a break for the exit ramp.
We did it!
Turbo Glow jump set includes everything you see here, not for use with some cars. Your parents put it together.
If they're not afraid of the dark.
TurboTrax Turbo Glow jump set from Hot Wheels, born in fire.
McDonald's Happy Meals are undergoing a ghoulish transformation. Now you can monsterize your own with a frighteningly fun Halloween pail.
They're here! Color FX Monster Models! Warm water brings out the monster models inside, so now you can even have fun playing with your sister! Color FX Monster Models come in 2-packs, not for use with some sets.
Hi!
Trick or treat!
Weren't you guys just here?
No. Yes. No.
Make Halloween the most fun night of the year. Walmart has this candy for an average of 20% less than other stores. Save money. Live better. Walmart.
Who dares race on my haunted highway? 2 monster trucks. Prepare yourselves. My evil eye is out to destroy you. Your blazing speed won't save you from my rolling eyeball. Take the lead on Suicide Squeeze. Bust him up on Dead Man's Curve. You must beat him and beat me. Escape my evil eye and win. New from Tyco, Haunted Highway, electric racing, battery not included. I've got my eye out for you.
October's now Anytober. Any regular footlong's a $5 footlong. Any starting at 7 a.m. Even the Italian BMT melt and steak and cheese. Subway, eat fresh, all day long.
My favorite part of Monsters, Inc. is all the different monsters.
Monsters Inc. Top Scare Assistance Set and Top Scarer figures, each sold separately.
My favorite part of Monsters, Inc. is when Sully makes believe it's scary.
Now you can scare and play with Super Scare Sully. And Movie Sounds Mike.
Careful, don't touch a human.
Super Scare Sully and Movie Sounds Mike, each sold separately.
Return of the Milkman by Matthew Anderson, age 9. It was a dark and stormy night. A milkman's car fell off the road. 40 years later, he rose from the dead screaming, "Milk!" He walked to the store. He walked to the dairy aisle. He took the milk. 2 days later, he went to the market when it was open. He went to the service counter. He said,
"Do you give free refills?"
Don't laugh at me. I'm Zed the Zombie. If you don't put me together in time, but if you build me quickly, you win. I'm Zed the Zombie from Photorama.
Thomas lights up the night with a Hyperglow delivery set.
Wow.
He creates a glow-in-the-dark trail.
Load up.
Cranky's ready for delivery.
He got it.
Great teamwork.
Cool.
The Thomas Nightglow delivery set. You can collect other Hyperglow engines too.
Introducing Pillsbury ready-to-bake Halloween-shaped cookies. So easy, you can do it with one hand. Just place, bake, and watch them disappear. Get them in Pumpkin and Ghost.
Boom! We now return to more Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures on the Spooky Month Spectacular. Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures. Making tracks to Sodor and beyond.
Someone gonna release Hunter?
Jameson and the Ghost Engine.
It was Halloween on the island of Sodor, and Hunter, Gabe, and Jameson were telling scary stories.
Okay, it's time for my scary story. This one is so scary, it will make your wheels fall off. Ha! Oop. Okay, here we go. It was a dark and stormy night. Everyone was in their sheds, except one. The Moss. He was taking a goods train to Brendam Docks. He was weak, but he could still pull 2 cars at a time. He was halfway there when out of nowhere a lightning bolt struck him. After that, he came back alive as a ghost. Loop. And every Halloween, he haunts Sodor, trying to find Brendam Docks, hurting as many engines as he can. Wahahaha! So, what did you think?
I don't think that happened.
I feel like that's enough scary stories for tonight. I think we should go trick-or-treating so we can forget about the story.
Sounds good to me.
I just hope there won't be any ghosts.
What's that just around the corner? Something in the rocks and trees. Slowly, slowly getting closer. Makes you want to puff and wheeze. Monsters everywhere hiding in the trees. Just behind the rocks blowing in the breeze. Monsters everywhere doing as they please. They try to scare you. Is your boiler getting colder as you slowly puff around? Must be brave, you must be bolder. It's no more than silly sounds. Monsters everywhere hiding in the trees. Just behind the rocks blowing in the breeze. Monsters everywhere doing as they please. They try to scare you. Look out. Look out. They're all about. Look out. Look out. They're all about. Look out. Look out. They're all about where? Oh, that's not so scary. Monsters everywhere, hiding in the trees. Just behind the rocks blowing in the breeze. Monsters everywhere, doing as they please. They try to scare you. Monsters everywhere, hiding in the trees. Just behind the rocks blowing in the breeze. Monsters everywhere, doing as they please. They try to scare you.
Ah! Hey Gabe, have you seen Jameson anywhere?
No, I haven't. Have you?
But Jameson was nowhere near them, so he couldn't see or hear them. Oop! What was that? Ah! It's the ghost of the moss! We have stopped at almost every station and we haven't got one piece of candy.
Maybe it's because we can't eat things.
Yeah, but did you see Daisy and Daisy's Perfect Christmas?
Yeah, but she spit the stuff out.
That's because it was paper. Ah! Help! Help! The ghost engine is after me!
Was that Jameson?
It was. Let's go help him. Jameson, we're here to help you. Thank goodness, because I saw the ghost engine. I also heard his whistle, and it sounded like this. That's his whistle! And those are his cars! It's the ghost engine! Dun dun dun! Ah! What? Edward?
Diesel?
You're the ghost engine?
Ghost engine? What ghost engine?
He was whistling, and he was glowing in the dark.
Oh, Jameson, that was just us. We were dressed up as glowing ghosts.
Now that was a clever costume. I really thought you were ghosts. Say, you two want to come trick-or-treating with us?
Sure, we can come with you.
Sounds good to me. So Hunter, Gabe, Jameson, Edward, and Diesel all went trick-or-treating together, and they had a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Whoosh!
Don't turn and run just yet, because Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures will be right back on the Spooky Month Spooktacular.
They're here. Bigger, colder, slimier creatures. Created by Maker. Pour in the monster mix and freeze them back to life. Now you can scare everyone with bigger, colder, slimier creatures. Nickelodeon Thingmaker Chillatron Lab playset. Other molds and refill packs sold separately from Mattel.
Ah, another work of art.
Your statue?
No, my cereal, Takeover. The cereal loaded with chocolatey marshmallows.
Look at them all.
Brush off, Count Chiselface. This is how kids feel about my Frankenberry cereal. The cereal created with an abundance of strawberry-flavored marshmallows.
Wow.
Takeover, Frankenberry.
A double good show.
You can enjoy this good, nutritious breakfast with
Frankenberry Takeover.
Cut! Gil, it's just a movie, buddy. Right. Sorry. Continue. Cut! Just a movie? I know. I'm good. No! Not the basement! Never go in the basement. Cut!
My hero.
You can make movies at goldfishfun.com. Ask your parents' permission.
The snack that smiles back, goldfish.
Hello?
Uh-oh. Governor?
Explore haunted mansions and hunt ghosts in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Only on Nintendo 3DS. Rated E for everyone.
Rattle me bones! Welcome aboard, mateys. Rattle me bones. Take what he will, but don't rattle me bones. Spin the wheel for the treasure to take. Careful, my friend, or he'll rattle it, shake it. Rattle me bones. Turn it like slow, there's a frightening glow, but don't rattle me bones. Rattle me bones. You can use your skills to take what you will. You can take your fill, but don't rattle me bones. New from Takeover. Rattle me bones.
Selamat datang di dunia Real Thomas and Friends. Bantulah Thomas melaju melalui perjalanan menakutkan di seluruh sodor. Semuanya mengintai di setiap tikungan. Dinosaurus. Waspadalah pada lumbung mengerikan, Thomas.
Relnya habis.
Dan bersiaplah untuk tantangan Thomas yang paling menakutkan.
Yeay!
Kau berani sekali, Thomas. Kamu dapat membangun dunia lebih besar dengan Real Motores Thomas and Friends. Thomas Spooky Track Set termasuk semua yang kamu lihat di sini. Set lain dijual terpisah.
What's that?
It's called me.
What?
Honeycomb, honeycomb. Me want honeycomb.
The crazy craving for honeycomb.
Yeah, I can see it now. Honeycomb is so
Sweet and crunchy like toasted honey.
Yeah, toasted honey.
I'm hungry.
Let's get some honeycomb now.
Toast honeycomb cereal is part of this nutritious breakfast.
And now, it's time for a 100-tube short.
Boom!
What's that moving in the corner?
What's that shadow on the wall?
Don't be afraid, don't be scared, it's really nothing at all. But I saw something in the corner. I saw that shadow on the wall. It's just your imagination.
It's just the wise old owl. Boo, boo, choo, choo. Don't be afraid of the dark. It's easily explained. You see why things go bump in the night. Boo, 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 choo, choo. Don't wander from your track. And don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't be afraid of the dark.
The little engine wondered, he thought and thought all night. Really nothing's changed, it's just the same since daylight turned to night.
But something moved in the corner, a shadow crossed the wall.
He closed his eyes, counted 10,
and remembered the wise old owl. Boo, boo, choo, choo.
Don't be afraid of the dark. When the lights go out and you have your doubts, why things go bump in the night. Boo! Boo, boo, choo, choo. Don't wander from your track. And don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't be afraid of the dark.
So don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't be afraid of the dark.
Boo, boo, choo, choo. Don't be afraid of the dark. It's easily explained, you see why things go bump in the night. Boo, 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 choo, choo. Don't wander from your track. Now don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't be afraid of the dark. Now don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't be afraid of the dark.
We now return to more Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures on the Spooky Month Spectacular. Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures, making tracks to Sodor and beyond. The Ghost of Reginald. It was Halloween on the island of Sodor, and all the engines at the superstation were telling scary stories.
And on every Halloween, he is trying to find his way to Brendam Docks, hurting as many engines as he can. Mwahahaha! Oh, that was very scary, Hunter.
I agree.
At least this time my wheels didn't fall off.
I wasn't scared at all.
You call that scary, Hunter? I have the most scariest story ever. And you want to know something? This story happened to me. How could such a scary experience happen to you if nothing happened in your origin story? Except for getting put in the scrapyard, that is. That's because there are two sides to the story. What? Yes there is. You guys have already heard the good side of the story, but now I'm gonna tell you the bad side. It all started on Halloween night. I was rusting away in the scrapyard with nothing to do, when suddenly I heard a very strange sound. What was that? I looked around to see what was the noise. Hello? Anyone there? Just then, something white whooshed right past me. Ah! I looked around again, but I couldn't see anything. Just then, I looked straight ahead of me. I saw that white thing was coming toward me on non-existent track. Whoa! Ah! Just then, the thing opened its jaw and went into my funnel. Just then, I passed out, and when I opened my eyes, I had become a demon! Ah! Yes, I know. Wait, if you were controlled by a demon, how come you didn't become one last Halloween? That's because it only happens on years that end with an odd number. And this year is 2019, and 9 is an odd number, so that means... Oh no! Yep, we're doomed. What are we gonna do? You will have to lift the curse by finding the ghost of Thomas. Hey, I just told that story. Oh no, not this again. What's wrong, Jameson? The first time Hunter told the story of Thomas, I was worried about finding him. But now, I do have to find him! You guys can go without me. Goodbye! Oh, Jameson, Thomas probably isn't that scary. You sure? Hey, Jameson, what do you think is scarier? Finding Thomas or me turning into a demon? Demon! Definitely the demon! Okay then, after you find Thomas, you will need to bring him to me before midnight. Then you will need to have him go into my funnel and wait for the demon to activate. Then what do we do? We wait for midnight, and once the demon activates, the two ghosts will battle over my soul, and whichever ghost has more power, the ghost with less power will explode inside my boiler. Boom! After the demon explodes the ghost, that one will become part of my soul for the rest of my life. Well then, we better make Thomas win. Another thing I can do if Thomas wins is that I can bring him back to life. Whoa! Now we really need Thomas to win. But first, we have to find him.
Okay then, let's start looking for some moss.
One more thing, Hunter. Do you think we should split up to find the moss? That way we will be able to find him faster.
That's a good idea, Reginald.
Thank you, Hunter.
We will all split into groups. Jackson Storm, you will go with Shooting Star.
Yes!
Oh yeah! Jameson, you will go with Reginald.
Okay, Hunter.
And I will go with Gabe. Now that we are ready, let's go find some moss.
The 6 engines looked all over the island for the moss. But they couldn't find him anywhere. Some engines even grabbed more engines to help look for the moss.
Hey, brother, you want to help me look for Tomas the Ghost Engine? I sure will, brother.
Can I come too?
Of course you can.
Yes!
Follow me, everyone.
The engines searched and searched. Hunter and Gabe even checked the mainland, but they couldn't find him there either. It was getting very close to midnight, and all the engines felt like giving up.
This is hopeless. We looked all over the island and the mainland, but we couldn't find the moss anywhere.
It's getting close to midnight, too. We're running out of time.
What if the moss decided to celebrate Halloween somewhere else this year?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, what if he decided to go on a big world adventure and celebrate Halloween in some other part of the world?
Charles, Tomas, can you please help us? That will never happen, Jameson. Besides, the moss can't leave Sodor.
Then why did we look on the mainland?
Wait, what if the moss finally found Brandon Docks?
What do you mean?
I'm saying that when a ghost or spirit finally reaches its destination, it disappears into thin air and is never seen again.
Well, that's not good. Is there another way to break the curse?
Sadly, there isn't.
That means you'll become a demon forever.
Just then, everything happened at once.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Ah! What's happening?
Feels like something is moving around in my boiler. Now my smoke pump. Now my funnel!
It must be the demon.
It's trying to escape.
Look, some steam!
Reginald huffed and puffed, and with one big blow, and the demon flew right out of Reginald's funnel and into the night sky.
Did it work?
It did!
Yeah!
Guess we didn't need the moss after all.
Just then, the engines heard a very familiar whistle.
Is that the moss?
It is, but I don't see him.
I don't see him either.
Yes, you do!
Just then, the moon shined brightly, and the moss's face appeared.
It's the moss!
Hello, everyone. I heard that you were looking for me to help remove a demon. But you didn't know that I was here the whole time.
Thank you for helping me, Tomas. Even though you're not an engine or a ghost anymore.
Might want to hold that. Hello, everyone.
The moss? You're alive?
Yes. Yes, I am.
But I don't understand. None of this makes sense. How did you become part of the moon? How did you come down from the moon? How are you alive? Did you find random docks?
Okay, I'll tell you. It started earlier in the night. I knew that Reginald was going to become a demon tonight, so I had to do something.
Wait, how did you know I was gonna turn into a demon?
It's called that ghosts and spirits know everything. Anyway, I raced to Brendam Docks as fast as I could, and when I got there, something happened. I found Brendam Docks. Now I can become alive again. But instead of coming alive, the moon shone brightly and made me become part of it. Wait, what's happening? No! Stop! No! 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 And then you guys came along and rescued me.
Here is the thing that I don't understand. Where did my demon go after it left my funnel?
I'm not sure. Although, I do know that the demon is able to possess another engine at any time at once. So who will it possess? I guess we will have to wait until next Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Don't turn and run just yet, because Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures will be right back on the Spooky Month Spooktacular.
October's now Anytober. Any regular footlong's a $5 footlong. Any starting at 7 a.m. Even the scrumptious steak, egg, and cheese and the taste terrific turkey breast. Subway, eat fresh, all day long.
結構あっさりチキンタツタ大暴れチキンタツタマクドナルド
It's the new Nightmare Alley 6. Nightmare Alley with micro Hot Wheels cars. Nightmare Alley.
Crank up the speed and shout, snake jump.
Nightmare Alley. Hook 'em up and watch 'em glow. Bad to the bone. Nightmare Alley set comes with 3 micro cars. Batteries not included. You put it together for use with micro Hot Wheels cars only.
I see ghosts all around!
Johnny the Skull is afraid because he sees dead people!
The blaster will count each ghost you shoot!
He who shoots the most ghosts will be the winner!
I'm Johnny the Skull from Foodorama!
Batteries not included. Johnny the Skull doesn't actually talk.
All aboard for my monstrously delicious cereal, Frankenberry. It's loaded with strawberry-flavored marshmallows.
A strawberry treasure.
Hit the deck, Frankenblubber, and full speed ahead for my Count Chocula.
Aye, aye, Count.
It's the cereal made with chocolatey marshmallows.
And lots of them.
Frankenberry, Count Chocula.
Aye, for
You can enjoy this good, nutritious breakfast with
Count Chocula. Frankenberry.
Hot Wheels! Beat that! Something monstrously mad is happening in the world of color shifters. Dr. Bone's Color Lab changes the colors of creature cars in icy warm and warmer water. Launch a creature car through the loop. Behold a freaky color change. Change your car. Mutate it. Give it life. But beware, Dr. Bone's Color Lab is such crazy fun, you might lose your mind. New Color Shifters Dr. Bone's Color Lab set comes with 1 car. Adults assemble, other cars each sold separately. Hot Wheels! Beat that!
Scooby-Doo has left his mark. A new Eggo Scooby-Doo Wildberry Waffles, available till they mysteriously disappear.
Backbox Hero City!
Just beyond the edge of town, a haunted house with ghosts and ghouls dares you to look around. Start in the eerie elevator, make it to the top, and chase out your first ghost. Then get a helping hand over the bridge. Oh no, you're trapped! But if you pull the secret lever, open the staircase and go down the ramp, all you need is a push in the right direction, and you're ready for more mysteries inside the haunted house. Matchbox Haunted House, part of Hero City, comes with everything seen here.
Mr. Cow.
Yes?
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I don't know. I always end up biting. Ask Mr. Fox, for he's much cleverer than I.
Mr. Fox, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Why don't you ask Mr. Turtle, for he's been around a lot longer than I. Me? I bite.
Mr. Turtle, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I never made it without biting. Ask Mr. Owl, for he is the wisest of us all.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
A good question. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
If there's anything I can't stand, it's a smart owl.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
Boo! We now return to more Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures on the Spooky Month Spectacular. Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures, making tracks to Sodor and beyond.
Here comes Hunter!
The Revenge of Timothy. It was Halloween on Sodor, and Hunter, Gabe, Jameson, and Reginald were at Random Docks listening to Salty's spooky stories.
This next story is about an oldie two tank engine called Timothy. It happened a long, long time ago, back when Sodor was still under construction. A little tank engine called Timothy was taking his passengers down the main line. Timothy was a silver E2 with the number 0 on his side. His paint shined in the moonlight as he pulled his coaches down the line. Soon, Timothy arrived at a station. And that is when things started to get strange.
Alright, Timothy, you're clear to go. Timothy?
Sure thing.
As they were puffing along, the driver and fireman started to get a sense in the air that something was going to happen. Soon, they started to approach the last station, and then it happened. Instead of slowing down, Timothy began to go faster and faster. The driver and fireman started to panic. The
Stop,
station
Timothy!
master tried to flag him down, but he just raced through the station.
Looks like I'm getting far tonight.
The driver and fireman fiddled with the controls, but nothing would budge. Then, it happened.
I'm gonna send you all to the scrapyard.
Everyone, jump clear!
This isn't your understand.
The next morning, Timothy was pulled out of the ravine. Then he was taken to the scrapyard after being scolded by Sir Topham Hatt. From that moment onwards, Timothy was never seen again.
Jeez, that is dark.
Even though Timothy was never seen again, some believe that the demon that possessed him flew out of his boiler and took over another engine in the scrapyard.
So, kind of like the one that possessed me.
Exactly like the demon that possessed you.
What?
The demon that possessed you was the one that possessed Timothy.
So where did he go after we released it out of my boiler?
Who knows? Some theories say that it would float back to Timothy, but others say that it would take over another engine.
Well, I'd prefer the first option.
Same here.
We agree. For the past few years, I've wondered what happened, and now I'm going to find out. Are you sure you want to do this?
You're still scared?
Come on, Jameson.
Just think of all the spooks you did survive. The Moss, Reginald's Demon, Vinny, and Khalid.
You know, you're right, Hunter. I've decided that from this moment onwards, I am going to face my fears and not be afraid of the dark and things that go bump in the night.
That's the spirit!
Now, let's go find this demon!
Meanwhile, at the scrapyard, a strange, mysterious force was being formed.
It's time to finish what you started.
Ah! What was that? Probably just the wind. Is that Timothy? I feel like this is my cue to warn everyone. Meanwhile, Hunter, Gabe, Jameson, and Reginald had arrived at the scrapyard. Is anyone else getting a little worried?
I am. I'm just getting flashbacks looking around this place. Well, I'm not afraid. Ah! What was that?
Everyone! Get out of the scrapyard! Timothy's ghost is on the loose and is roaming around Sodor! It is?
What are we going to do?
We will have to defeat it.
But how? Probably the same way you defeated my demon. You mean with Thamos?
But how can he defeat him when he isn't a ghost anymore? Who says I'm not?
Thamos?
Where did you come from? I came from the shadows. Now, watch this. Whoa! So, I've heard the demon that took over Reginald has taken over another engine. Yep. So, which engine has it taken over? An engine called Timothy. He is the same class as Thompson Reginald, but he is painted silver with the number 0 on his side. And his last known location was at Knapford Station. So he should be somewhere on the main line.
Well then, let's go!
Actually, I'm the one who can defeat him. So you guys will stay back here and find the corpse while I fight the demon.
Okay.
Now watch as I teleport to the main line. Whoa! I made it to the main line. Now I just need to find the demon.
What was that?
It must be Timothy's corpse. It came from this way. Follow me. I found it! So now what?
I think we need to wait for Famas to defeat the demon.
He's not done yet. Oh, I'll show you! There has to be a way to defeat him. But how? That's it! I just need to bump him so hard that he goes flying into the air and crashes onto the ground. Now I just need to wait for the right moment to strike. Now! Charge! Yes! I have been defeated! No! Now I shall teleport back to the scrapyard before the demon escapes.
It's the demon!
Ooh, a whole quill. Who should I possess? Eeny, meeny, miny, no!
Famas! I think it's time to say goodbye to you once and for all.
Not unless I escape!
I don't think so.
What? No! 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 What's happening?
I don't know!
Famas?
Where did he go? I think he sacrificed himself to the demon to save us.
Hi, everyone!
Famas!
You're alive!
I thought you were dead. You had us worried for a second there.
Well, what happened was, after I consumed the demon, I was sent into the demon's control center. Then I took out the controller and was sent back here by the gods of Halloween.
How on Sodor does that logic work?
Don't ask me. I don't know. My best guess would be misdirection.
I guess that makes sense.
So the demon that took over Reginald and Timothy was destroyed, and there were no more ghost engines or demon engines on Sodor ever again. Well, except with the moss.
Don't change that channel. We'll be back with more Basil Spooktacular Primetime Takeover after these messages.
There's a bomb on this bus!
Yum.
You've got to keep this thing above 50 or it's gonna blow! Barry! Just listen to me, Barry!
I'll get Becky, Barry.
Hey, you've got to steer this thing too.
On my lunch!
Chalky chips. May I?
Out of the way! Get out of the way!
Hey, Gov, got 2 bob? Hey, buddy, is that vanilla? You mind if I have a bit?
Hey, wasn't a bomb meant to explode?
Wow, what a blast! Just like new Go Go Gorilla Mix. Seriously rough stuff.
I always like to know that I'm going to get a silent night's sleep. You see, the secret of a perfect silent night's sleep isn't a secret at all. It's a miracle. A silent night bed has a single network of these miracoils, which are designed to support you where you need it most.
Even miracles, where you from? You sexy thing.
And with someone like him around, you need all the individual support you can get.
Sleep tight.
Have a silent night.
You know your own street, and everyone you meet. You know which dogs bark, the best way to the park. It's your neighbourhood, that's where you feel good. Though you know the road well, still you never can tell. You've got to be wise, you could be surprised. On the roads they're home, stop, think, go. Woo 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 woo.
Monkey, you know I always say there's no other tea to beat PG.
Yes?
Well, if you're lying. Like when you said there was an angry owl in the biscuit cupboard.
OK, Chopster, pay attention. PG Tips uses pyramid bags, so if we test one against a regular tea bag...
And a digger.
Yes, and a digger, you'll see the tea's got more room to move, freeing the great fresh taste for a perfect cuppa.
Ta very much.
Hey!
The student has become the master.
Come and ride the Bronco and win a huge prize.
That's a rip-off.
What is?
You're weak. Now that was a Bronco ride.
What's this? What a whopping goose!
And we're back to Basil's Spooktacular Primetime Takeover, only on the MilanToon channel.
In an old dock in Southampton, covered in grime, sailed 6 mighty ocean liners in 2 straight lines. In 2 straight lines they sailed, for their colors and the nations they hailed. Departing port, rain or shine, people depended on them, despite the brine. This is Liners. Winter was in the bay, and the liner girls were feeling astray. For after autumn's calling, winter would soon come knocking.
Seasons. Why can't it be summer all year round? I swear, if I could, I'd move to California in a heartbeat. Warm and sunny all year round, just like the Mediterranean.
Maybe you could retire right now and move there, actually. Then I won't have to hear you complain.
Now you listen here, you French
Don't fight, you two. I think fall is delightful. The autumn leaves are beautiful. The temperature is always perfect. For an old lady like me, fall represents my state of being. A wonderful time of flux, the end of youth.
My goodness, you're going to make the whole harbor cry.
I think the Vieux Dame has a wonderful point. Autumn is a very je ne sais quoi, a wonderfully complicated time of mystery.
Where did you discover such drivel? The Dead Poets Society?
But before someone could retort, SS America steamed into port.
Hey, Aquitania! Nice Titanic costume!
America, darling, we've been over this. I just...
Just joking around, old sport. Nothing to get too worked up over. It's close to Halloween after all. You just gotta forgive me for thinking you were a ghost.
Halloween?
Oh, it's that stupid holiday they always celebrate in the States. Blasted pagans. I don't understand it. It's just an excuse for juveniles to throw rocks at my portholes.
But that's what makes Halloween fun. All the mischief, the pranks, not to mention the candy.
You're a 700-foot cabin-class ocean liner. Where in heavens do you trick-or-treat?
You see, old sport, we in New York Harbor hold our own Halloween party. It's so much fun.
Poppycock. If New York Harbor hosted any sort of gala, I'd be invited. Frankly, why weren't we all invited? We're more important than you.
American boats only, Toots. Jones Act. Can't be helped. Besides, no one wants a party pooper like you anyway.
Now you listen here. From Normandy, it's one thing, but from you...
Everyone, be civil!
Queen Mary, you act like a child. Well, America, Halloween sounds like quite the event over in the States.
Oui, I would love to attend one of those parties, mon chéri. They sound amusant.
Oh, they are. I can't wait to get back to NYC this weekend. It's gonna be a whopper. The Admiral of the Fleet got Benny Goodman and his orchestra to perform. It'll be great.
However, all was not well, for the sea was not swell. A storm rolled in, and in a flash, America's Halloween dreams were dashed.
What do you mean by I can't sail home?
There's no helping it. The sea's awful. Hurricanes rolling through, and we cannot risk anything. USL already canceled the voyage.
I'm an ocean liner. I'm built to kick the seas out.
No. We have been asked to wait out the storm. And that's that. You hear? You're not a superliner. We would have been slow to a crawl anyway. There was no point to it.
No, no! My party!
My goodness, she's dreadful. Missing her party.
Well, is there anything we can do? She's gonna flood the pool with her tears.
She's also going to make me stay up all night. I thought I was fortunate when Queen Mary said she was dumb enough to weather the storm.
Queen Mary is an excellent storm sailor. She will make up the time.
Not with those ballast shoes, Aquitania. You make me laugh.
I sailed through many freaking hurricanes, and I can sail through many more!
Well, we've got to do something, or she'll wake up the entire island. Well, maybe not the
Let me handle this. The old lady swam up to the weeping willow, for when she got there, she billowed, America, darling, please get yourself together. What is the matter? I'm sure ships from miles around can hear you crying like a foghorn.
Stupid!
Oh!
Hey, old sport! What's up?
I have a name.
It's the stupid hurricane! I can't go to my Halloween party! My captain says it's too dangerous! I'm an ocean liner! I'm built to tackle these things!
Oh, America, darling, this storm is dreadful. It would have set back your schedule too much to even try.
You sound just like my captain!
Oh, America. Oh, she's absolutely dreadful. There's no getting through to her. She must have a Halloween party.
But we don't know anything about Halloween.
We do not, but I know someone who did. As you know, all of the finest movie stars travel aboard me. And I just remembered. Recently, I had the pleasure of taking Boris Karloff across the ocean, and he talked about his portrayal of Frankenstein.
And I know a bit too. I know enough from my American passengers over the years that Hallows Eve involves a few key principles. Scary stories, jack-o'-lanterns, and costumes, I think.
This does sound like a fun holiday.
I can do the costumes. I know the latest Parisian fashion.
Well, darlings, it looks like Operation Halloween is a go. The three vessels got to work with great haste, for they knew that they had no time to waste. Boom, bosh, biff, bang! The three ships' party was finally ready to get underway. Well, I'll be! This place looks absolutely frightening!
It was awesome! Also, I found this defected barge full of scrap iron and other bits of junk. Makes a good scary sight, doesn't it?
And I had my crew use worn-out funnel tops for costumes. I'm no longer Normandy. For now, I am Chimera, mistress of the deep.
And I'm no longer Nick the tugboat. I'm Nick the ghost tug.
And I'll reveal my costume when we put our plan into action.
Oh?
Me and Akri talked about it while you were off finding your barge.
Me and Normandy decided the best way to celebrate an All Hallows Eve is a good ghost story. However, ours will be real.
Oh.
Now, I cannot say anything or I'll spoil the surprise. You just run along with Normandy and find America. She will love the trick-or-treat. Back with America, she was still not well, for her cries were louder than any church bell. Friends, I miss New York. I hate this stupid old world. I hate this dumb England. I hate this storm. I hate...
Trick-or-treat!
Huh? What the heck is this? What are you guys doing? It's night.
We're having a Halloween party.
We thought it would cheer you up a bit more, Cherie. No?
Look at our Jacko barge.
I admire you guys for your ingenuity, but this is the dumbest jack-o'-lantern I've ever seen. They're supposed to be made out of pumpkins and smaller.
Well, if you do not enjoy your Halloween gift, we can take it away and celebrate it without you.
No, please, please no. I actually enjoyed it. That was really nice of you guys. Also love the costumes.
Thank you. I'm the Flying Dutchman. Ooh.
And I am the Great Chimera, mistress of the deep.
Wait, now hold on a minute. Where's Aquitania? She's usually with you guys. She never leaves Nick unattended.
She's running late. Problem with her engine. Oh, poor thing's ancient. She can't even get to one side of the port without a mishap.
Oh no! Anyways, sucks to suck. Let's get this party started. The Halloween festivities made America's mind run, for she was having way too much fun, making her costume, telling spooky tales. All, however, except one was sure to make her wail. Then with a shriek, he was gone. And that is the story of Blackbeard. Legends say he still looks for his lost treasure.
That's a good story, America. However, I have one better. Have you ever heard of the IMS Titanic?
Peh! Who hasn't?
I haven't.
Gather round, my petite mon chéris, for I have a tale to tell. Long ago, on April 14th, 1912, the brand new queen of the Atlantic, RMS Titanic, was on her maiden voyage. She was excited. She was the largest ship in the world, 4 stacks and the finest fittings. She even made the French liners jealous. Well, it was on the fourth night. The sea was calm, the moon was full, and she was steaming full speed through the ice field. Titanic was an arrogant lady, always thought she was the best. However, her arrogance would be her downfall. For her speed combined with her carelessness led her to run full speed into an iceberg. She tried to putt around it, but she hit, and within hours she would sink, taking all her souls with her.
Normandy, that's completely untrue. Around 700 people survived.
Oh, that's awful.
It was, especially after what happened to when Titanic sank. Titanic, in true form, was not content. She would not go quietly. She was robbed of her maiden glory. So on dark, full moon nights, very similar to one such as this, she returns. She calls like a siren from the deep, while hailing her vessel long and low, forever searching for next port of call. Legend says, if you see her, run, for she is hungry and she needs to feed.
You're talking my brother, old sport. This story is so ridiculous you would have to be young and stupid to believe it. Titanic is in the realm of fairy tales.
She is not. She is not. I assure you, she is very real, and she might even be with us tonight.
Are you serious?
Oui, observe this device.
With great horror from Normandy's depths stored, came her crew with a giant Ouija board.
Oh, this is cheap, an Ouija board? I don't believe this for 1 second.
Spirit of the deep, we come to you in great need. For one of us needs proof of your presence. They doubt your power.
Poor Nick started to shake and shudder, for he felt quivers run up his rudder.
Oh, Nick, old sport, she's just yanking your chain. These Ouija boards are nothing more than Bologna.
However, Nick paid America no mind, for he was in a mix. With Normandy's voice, he was transfixed.
Titanic, if you are here, give us a sign.
Please, don't flatter yourself.
Titanic, it appears you are with us tonight. That was the sound of a triple bell steam whistle, if I'm not mistaken.
Nick held on tight, and poor America knew something was not right.
Titanic! We need more than just whistles. We need proof of your power, proof that you're real. Show me spirit, show me your true
With a rush
form.
of smoke and spray came Titanic, hunting for her prey.
Ghost! Please don't take me! Please don't take me! Ah!
Oh my goodness, Nicholas, Nick, it's me, Aqua.
You won't take me.
Nick, it's me.
I won't let you.
It's me.
Aquatania? Why are you? Huh? Are you a ghost?
No, I'm not silly. It's all a game, a ruse.
But I thought you.
Nick, this was my costume. Remember how I said I would reveal it during the party?
So you didn't break down.
How could I have broken down in the harbor? I don't need to work that hard.
Admittedly, we could have probably told him the whole scoop before committing.
But I didn't want him to spoil the surprise. Oh well, looks like we did a good job of that now, didn't we?
But to the girl's shock, instead of America looking with beguile, sat America, looking with a smile.
That was priceless! Aquatania, you old witch! You actually got me! You scared the living daylights out of your baby boy here! Normandy, your acting skills precede you! You guys have given me the best Halloween a girl could ask for.
Oh no, thank you, darling, for showing us what a fun holiday this is.
Oui, we could use something like this in France. I never knew how fun this whole Halloween party thing was.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. I never want to do this again.
Are you sure? 'Cause I had my crew make us possibly the best part of a good old-fashioned American Halloween.
The best part?
The best part. Here's the treat, everyone! Aquitania's crew not only had painted her funnels to freak, but also took the time to bake Halloween candy sweets. The 4 vessels ate and chatted happy into the night, knowing for sure that Halloween certainly was a fright. In an old dock in Southampton, covered in grime, sailed 6 mighty ocean liners in 2 straight lines. In 2 straight lines they sailed, for their colors and the nations they hailed. Departing port, rain or shine, people depended on them, despite the brine. This is Liners. After the party, everyone went to bed, all except Aquitania, for something was stirring in her head. Oh, Titanic. Nicky. Oh, Ollie. I remember how you would talk about your beloved sister, for how much you loved her. Oh, the good old days. Huh? As Aquitania sat and stared, out to the water came a scare, for a mist had rolled in and sent shivers from Aquitania within. Hello? Who is there? Nick? Norma? America? All right, who's the trickster? Come on, come out. No one responded, all except the sea, for something within it was set free. Oh, it's you. Hello. You must be Nicky, right? How did I know your nickname? Well, I knew your sister, Olympic. Yes! Yes, she was. She was my love, my fleet mate forever, so to speak. We loved each other for many years, and in that time I had the privilege of knowing her. She would talk about you endlessly. Nicky this, Nicky that. She called you that because, if I remember correctly, you hated your name. Oh, do not cry. Look at you. You are lovely. Even in your state, I can still see the lovely yacht-like lines you have, and the fine Harlan and Wolf craftsmanship in your hall. But excuse me for being direct. Why are you here? 'Cause if the legends are true, you're here to take my soul. But if you were here to do that, I would assume you would have done it already. I'm still alive. Oh, you mistook me for your sister. You can't find her? Olympic isn't in the afterlife? No. Maybe you're looking in the wrong place, Spirit. For you're not in the afterlife. You're roaming my world. Perhaps your sister has moved beyond this mortal plane. Olympic lived a long, happy life. For her last words to me were, "I have found my peace, and I cannot wait to see Nikki and Brittany again." She wanted to be fully at peace for when she was done, so she could see you again. Spirit, I think whatever ties you have to this plane of existence you need to cut. It is okay to let go of the past. Come on, go. Be free. Do not blame yourself for what happened that dreadful night. You were a baby, only a year old. If I were you in that same situation, I would have suffered the same fate. It could have happened to anyone. You go, be free. Live in that wonderful ocean in the sky. Sail the sea of stars with your family. They're waiting for you. As soon as Aquitania said that, the spirit had vanished. The mists had cleared, and in the sky, looking far with her eye, Aquitania saw a new star, and she wondered, "Oh, Olympic, wherever you are, I hope you and your sisters find peace. I hope one day I can join you. However, my work here is not done. Nick, Mary, all of them still need me, and I am a lady of my word, for I cannot leave them. I hope you understand." However, Aquitania could still not go to bed, for something still was stirring deep in her head.
Where would she be if she's not in the afterlife? Wouldn't Ollie... No, it can't be. That would mean that she's... No. She sunk on her way to the scrapyard. I remember that.
Are you alright?
No, I'm not.
Who are you talking about?
No one. No one, Nick. No one at all. Do you ever have those moments? Have you ever felt truly alone in your life? Do you ever have someone that was close to you and they become your everything and then they just go away in an instant and you're just left here alone, old, senile and broken?
Well, I don't know what
I think I need to
means.
Follow my own advice.
Anything. But you're not old or lonely, Aqui. I think you're pretty great.
Don't change that channel. We'll be back with more Basil Spooktacular Primetime Takeover after these messages.
We all enjoyed our Cocoa Rocks. Then an idea came to Croc. He disguised himself as Hefty's aunt, but he didn't fool me, not a chance. I asked if he wanted crunchy or soft choc. He couldn't make his mind up and lost the lot. Well, silly old Croc, because new Cocoa Rocks are an awesome chocolatey mix. You get both crunchy and soft choc. So we'd rather have a bowl of Cocoa Rocks.
I am Alexander, founder of CompareTheMeerkat.com, where we compare meerkats. Size hobbies, you know, but lately we get many people looking for car insurance. People looking for CompareTheMarket.com. I cannot find you cheap car insurance. For Compare Meerkats, come to CompareTheMeerkat.com. For easy way to save on car insurance, please go to CompareTheMarket.com. Simples.
Here comes Talking Thomas and all his friends.
My name is Spencer.
Each with unique phrases, individual noises and moving eyes.
I love my shiny red paint. My silver paint shines the brightest. Blue is the only colour for a really useful engine.
Join in the fun with Talking Thomas and his talking friends from Golden Bear.
For ladies who enjoy their cars, Sheila's wheels are superstars. Girls are bored beyond endurance, paying too much for car insurance. For bonds of car insurance deals, girls get under Sheila's wheels. Women make the safest drivers, we could save a bunch of fibers. For bonds of car insurance deals, girls get under Sheila's wheels.
Car insurance, eh? What can you do?
Go compare! Go compare! Go be sure when you insure, first go compare! Where your choices are many, you could save a pretty penny when you go online to go compare. Go compare! When in doubt, check them out, go compare! With just a few clicks, save your spondulics, and you'll thank your stars that you went to go compare!
How much do you reckon they're paying him? He's only a tenner.
Yes, you'll thank your stars that you went to go compare!
Domino's pizza.
Homer! Oh.
New from Domino's, Fun-Diddly Onion Rings. 7 delicious rings and crispy breadcrumbs complete with garlic and herb and barbecue dips.
Sorry, I blew it for us, boy. Pizza truck! Oh no! Hey, hey, hey! Oh.
He's up and ready to show the world exactly what he's made of. Compared to Duracell, those ordinary zinc carbon batteries don't stand a chance. Duracell can outperform them every step of the way. When the rest are exhausted, dead on their feet, Duracell keeps on going. Duracell's got plenty left. Know what I mean? Duracell lasts up to 6 times longer.
Do something, Prince Naz.
But I hate them.
Not more than me. I hate them more than you. I do. Be careful. Don't hurt its legs.
Throw it out the window.
Well done, well done.
The white stuff. Are you made of it?
Oi, Churchill! What with all that trying to save people money...
Oh, yes.
You might not ever get rich.
Oh, no.
But you know, it's better than digging a ditch.
Of course it is.
No matter who you think they are.
Oh, yes.
Housewife, teacher, taxman, or indeed vicar, because you're the car dog.
I'm the car dog.
Talking about the car...
See how much you could save. Give the car dog a phone on 0800 200 300. That's 0800 200 300 now.
A man has fallen into the river in Lego City. Start the new rescue helicopter. Hey! Build the helicopter. And off to the rescue. Prepare the lifeline. Lower the stretcher. And make the rescue. The new emergency collection from Lego City.
The red car and the blue car had a race. All Red wants to do is stuff his face. He eats everything he sees, from trucks to prickly trees. But good old Blue, he took the Milky Way. He's looking for a chocolate treat, fluffy and light, 'cause he
can't carry on.
But good old Blue, he took the Milky Way.
And we're back to Basil's Spooktacular Primetime Takeover, only on the MilanToon channel. Phantom of the Arsdale. It was a crisp autumn evening on the Arsdale Railway. The Blister twins were working to tidy the yards before the next day's work.
Here it comes!
But they were being very silly.
I've got it! That was a good one! Alright, back to you.
Whoa! Change the points!
Oh my! Oh! Not again! I believe this belongs to you two?
Oh, thanks, Rex.
Were you two playing catch with the trucks again?
What? I just biffed it a little.
Yes, we were. It got a little out of hand. Our apologies.
Aw, that's no fun. It's not like we derailed anything.
Whoops. Nice going.
You two should be more careful.
We're just having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, a little derailed truck never hurt anyone. We'll get it back on the line before going home.
I've heard that talk before. Stories from the old days of engines long ago.
Ooh, can you tell us?
Very well, but not right now. Come to the sheds tonight. We're going to be telling Halloween stories anyway. Only after you clean your mess up, though.
What do you think he was talking about?
I don't know, but if you don't clean up this mess you made, we might never find out.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oh, hello you two. What brings you down here?
Rex said he was going to tell us a story. Is something about old engines?
Oh, well then. Settle in, you two. It all began a long time ago, before this railway was even built. There used to be another railway that ran where ours now stands. Many engines came and went over the years, until the railway finally closed. Not much is known about what happened to the engines and staff. Some say the engines were all sold elsewhere, but many believe they were all abandoned, left only to roam what was once their little railway, and haunt whoever they find.
I have to say, I thought that was going to be scarier. Don't get me wrong. It's a good story, Rex, but it doesn't sound very believable.
It's true, though. I've had it happen to me. A few nights ago, I was taking my last train of the day. As I passed the junction to the mines, I heard strange noises, and a set of points even changed on their own. I nearly ended up derailing.
Whoa, wait! That's happened to you too?
What do you mean, Mike?
Yeah, I had a similar experience. Mr. Duncan was making me work late at the mines one night. As I was shunting, one of the lines was set towards the mines. Thankfully, I stopped before there was an accident, but no one knew why they were set wrong.
How strange.
And these all seem to happen at night.
What's the matter, Rex? You seem surprised. Yeah, you were the one who just told the story.
That's the thing. That's all I thought it was, a story. But I didn't know anyone else experienced it too.
Did something happen to you too, Rex?
Yes, actually. Like Mike and Bert, it was last week, and I was late bringing a load of ballast from the quarry. As I was puffing through the forest, I kept hearing strange sounds, like a whisper. It was telling me to go away, but I just thought it was the wind playing tricks. But I could never make any sense of what it was.
There must be something out there for real then, and it doesn't want us here.
And it's been appearing frequently all in the last fortnight.
Well, those were some great stories. Yeah, good thing they're just stories. yeah, just stories. Come on, we better get going. Ah!
What happened to you?
You're never gonna believe this. I just finished working at the quarry, and my driver was talking to the manager. I was just sitting there doing nothing. Then, I don't know what happened. I started moving all on my own. It felt like someone else was in control. Thank goodness for the catch points. Once I was off the line, there was a loud bang and what sounded like a voice. It said, "Be gone." Then, nothing. It was so eerily quiet.
All the engines shed a worried glance. None of them could explain any of the stories. But they could all agree they needed to find out what was going on before something worse happened. The next morning, Rex was lost in thought as Bert was shunting hoppers onto the chute. I just don't understand. Nearly everyone had something different happen to them, so it's not consistent. Rex? Ah! Oh, not you too. Oh, sorry, Rex. I didn't mean to scare you. It's fine, Stafford. I guess I was just so deep in my thoughts that I didn't hear you arrive.
No, I've been doing that a lot lately.
Well, it's not entirely your fault. We're a little on edge today. There's some strange going-ons around the railway, and none of us can explain it. Oh my! Oh, that does sound scary. Oh, I'm sorry. I got so caught up in our situation. Is something wrong? No, I'm fine. I just need to drop off these parts for Frank. I best be getting back to the ads now. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing. Huh. How peculiar. Bart?
Oh, yes, Rex?
Where did you say you almost had your accident?
It was right before the junction near the quarry.
Mike and Frank's stories took place at the quarry too, weren't they?
Yes, and you said you were leaving the quarry, weren't you?
So there is a connection. I just have to do some more investigating after I finish my jobs. I just hope no one's working late tonight. Unfortunately, Rex's fears were soon realised. With Frank being repaired, Jock was sent to help at the quarry. He was nervous after hearing all the stories the night before, and was taking extra care while working.
Nothing yet. Oh, thank goodness for that. But the later I'm here, the more likely something could happen.
Whoa, Jock! Stop!
What? Oh no!
Everybody get clear!
Brakes! Brakes!
I'm trying, Jock, I'm trying. But nothing's happening. Ugh, I think we've done it this time.
You silly engine! You've destroyed our hut!
Oh, what will Mr. Duncan say? He's going to be so disappointed. Who are you?
Come on, Jock. Ah! Whoa, it's just me. What's got you so jumpy?
It's nothing. Was everyone alright?
Yes, thankfully. But Mr. Duncan is expecting a word with us when we get home.
By the time Jock returned home, his story had already made it down the line. The small controller was waiting for him when he arrived.
Jock? What on earth happened? You're usually so reliable, but I'm hearing you didn't even stop until the workman's hut was destroyed.
I'm sorry, sir. I promise you I tried to stop, but I just couldn't. I don't know why.
Very well. I'll have the men take a look at your brakes in the morning. But this has put us in an awkward position, Jock. Frank won't be repaired for another couple of days, so we're down 2 engines. I'll have to pull the twins off their shunting duties.
Yes, sir. I'm very sorry, sir.
Alright, that will be all, Jock. I'll come see you in the morning.
Are you alright, Jock?
I'm really not sure, Bert. Everything had been going fine all day. Then, the last train of the day, this all happens. Now Mr. Duncan is cross with me, and he doesn't even know the full story.
Well, what is the full story then?
Jock explained everything. The engines were very worried. Not being able to stop is exactly what happened with Frank. You're lucky it wasn't as bad as his, Jock.
I suppose so, but there is another thing. After my driver had left, I looked across the quarry and there was this old man just watching me. He looked really angry, too.
Well, I mean, you did just destroy the workman's only break room.
But that's the thing. He didn't look like a workman at all. He didn't get any closer either. He just turned around and disappeared. And that's when I heard the whisper.
So, it isn't an engine we're looking for. It's a person.
But the question still remains. Who is he?
And why is he doing this?
Rex, you said there was a railway before us, right?
That's right.
Are there any engines that you know of that might have made it? Perhaps we could ask them if they know anything.
Well, the legend was never clear. Some say they were sold, but some others say they were abandoned. I don't know if...
Wait, there is one engine I can think of. Duke!
That's right. Those clergymen found him not long after the railway opened. Bert, you're a genius.
Thank you. Mike calls me that every day.
I say that ironically.
Who's Duke?
He was an engine that used to run on the old line. It's been so long since he was discovered that I'd forgotten about him. If anyone would know the history of that old line, it would be him.
One problem there. He's all the way on the other side of the island. How can we even talk to him?
Hey, Douglas! Can I ask a favor? Sure? Hello, my wee one. I've got a delivery for you. An old grumpy delivery, but delivery nonetheless.
That kind of talk would never suit his grace, and neither would leaving my tender behind. Back in my day,
hello, Duke?
Huh? Oh, well, aren't you small? Wait a minute. I know where this is. It's home.
It is. Our railway was built on top of your old one, wasn't it?
Old one? Show some more respect, youngster. The Mitsoda is the pride of the island. Or at least it was.
Yes, it was.
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've been here. I'm glad to see it's all still running very well.
Thank you. We've done our best.
So I was told you needed to ask me something. What would that be?
Rex quickly explained everything that had been happening to Duke. By the time he finished, Duke's face fell. So, we thought, if anyone knew who it might be and what's going on, it would be you.
I'm afraid you're feeling the wrath of Mr. Howell.
Mr. Howell? Who is he?
The Mitsoda's darkest secret. The Howell family were great friends of the railway back in the day. They all used to work on the line. Mr. Howell and his son Clive worked in the mines, while Mrs. Howell worked in the station. They would often ride on the trains on their days off. They were the definition of the perfect family. That was until that fateful day. Mr. Howell and his son were helping clear out the area for a new mine. He decided to go on a break for lunch, but Clive wanted to finish the cutting he was working on before taking lunch. So Mr. Howell left him and walked to the workers' shed to have his lunch. Not long after he left, a delivery of trucks arrived to be filled, being pulled by our number 2 at the time, Smudger. He was known for his rough riding, especially in the quarries, and that day was no exception. As Smudger entered the quarry, he was going too fast, and he slid off the line. For once, his truck stayed on the rails, while the coupling broke, sending the trucks rolling out of control and straight into the new mine, knocking out the supports, causing the mine to collapse. Mr. Howell came out of the hut as the dust cleared.
Clive!
He ran to what was left of the entrance.
Clive! Clive!
A couple of workmen were able to make it out of the rubble, but Clive did not.
Oh, how awful.
It was nearly a month before he was found, but that was just the beginning of Mr. Howell's problems. The railway was already beginning to see its decline, and it was determined that if word of the accident got out, it would only make the inevitable closure come much faster. So no one ever spoke of it again, and the railway covered it up. I believe the story became weak support beams caused the collapse. Smudger was punished for his continued roughness and became a generator at the back of the sheds, and Clive was never mentioned by anyone. Mr. Howell was livid.
My son is gone, and the only thing you all care about is how it looks on the railway?
I am truly sorry, Mr. Howell. Clive was a great man, but if we let this get out, the railway might close. You would be out of a job, your wife, everyone.
I couldn't care less about my job right now. The truth will come out one of these days. I'll make sure of it. If it's the last thing I ever do, you'll pay.
All right. I think it's time you leave, Mr. Howell.
No one took much notice of this, but Mr. Howell meant what he said. He continued to work at the mines. All that time, his hatred for the railway grew, and he planned his revenge. It started with little things, like secretly flipping the switch, or attempting to derail rolling stock. Until he finally lost it. When the crew would leave their engines unattended, He would sometimes hop into their cabs and send them off on their own, only for them to derail. He was finally caught, but vowed he would always keep fighting. Last we ever heard about him, that he passed not long after. But every year, around the date of the accident, strange things always began to happen at the mines that no one could ever explain. The railway did eventually close anyway, and no one ever mentioned the Howells. I always assumed the strange occurrences were his doing, but once the railway was closed, there was no one around for him to haunt. I had hoped he had found peace, but I see now that is not the case.
I don't know what to say, Duke. Thank you for telling me the story.
Well, perhaps you may be able to right the wrongs we were never able to.
We will certainly try. Thank you, Duke. And thank you, Douglas. Aye, good luck, laddie. Help the lad find his peace. Come on, old timer. Let's get you home.
Old timer? Well, I never. Of all the cheek.
That would never suit his grace.
Rex?
Mr. Duncan.
Rex, why was Duke here?
He, wanted to see how his old railway was getting on.
Uh-huh. Right, well, I'm going to have the Blister twins take over for Frank at the quarry today, so I'd like you to cover for them at the shunting yard, please.
Actually, sir, could I take over at the quarry tonight? I'm not good at shunting the yard as they are, and I'd hate to make a mess of it.
Well, I suppose so, Rex, if that's what you really want.
More than you could know, sir. Thank you.
What has gotten into these engines lately?
You're the brave one. Why don't you just go? No way. I'm not going there on my own.
Neither of you two have to go. I've talked to the small controller, and I'm going to the quarry.
But Rex, aren't you scared?
Yes, but I think I know what needs to be done.
Well, if you say so. Good luck. Stay safe.
I'll do my best. Rex works at the quarry all day, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. But he found nothing.
Come on, everyone! Let's clear out and go home!
Do you really think it's a great idea?
I hope so. Can't help but be a little worried. But what if it works, and we might not have to deal with this ever again?
I hope it does. I don't want to see you being dragged home behind Sigrid. We've had too much of that lately. Good luck!
I'll be right back, Rex. I need to visit the little driver's room.
I know you're there.
Go away. Leave this place.
No! This is my home.
Then I shall do the same as I did to your friends.
And what's that? Continue your foolish endeavour for revenge?
What?
Yes, Mr. Howell. I know who you are, and I know why you're here. Before you decide to, I don't know, run me off the line or derail my trucks, let me ask you this. Do you really think this is what Clive would have wanted?
How do you know that name?
Duke told me your story. I feel for you, Mr. Howell. I really do. But I don't think Clive would have wanted to see his father wasting away, trying to bring people and engines to the same fate.
You know nothing about what Clive wanted. He had a full life ahead and then nothing. And the railway covered it up.
They did, and it was a terrible thing to do. But that was then and this is now. The Mid-Sodor closed decades ago. You're messing with everyone who had nothing to do with it. Who's the real danger now?
I'm so sorry. I've done so many terrible things. Clive loved the railway. When he was little, it was all he ever dreamed about. Working on the railway. He was so thrilled when he was old enough to finally do it. And then for the railway, he loved to just turn its back on him and pretend like nothing happened. It was just too much.
I understand, Mr. Howell. While I don't agree with what you've done, I get why you've been doing it. If you leave our railway alone, I promise you, I will let everyone know about Clive and what happened. He can finally have the recognition he deserves. And I hope it will find you peace as well.
Now that's a deal I'd be glad to make. Thank you,
Rex, sir.
Thank you, Rex. You know, I bet Clive would have liked you.
It would have been an honor to meet him.
Alright, Rex. Let's head home.
I'd like to make one more stop before that, please.
Control said you wanted to speak with me, Rex?
Yes, sir. I think you're owed an explanation. Mr. Duncan listened carefully to everything Rex told him. By the time he had finished, Mr. Duncan was amazed. I'm sorry we didn't tell you sooner. I just wanted to get to the bottom of everything as soon as I could.
I see, Rex. While I am disappointed you didn't tell me sooner, especially with a phantom loose on the railway, I understand you had your reasoning, and I'm thankful you've let me know now. I'll contact the Sodor Times and be sure they know everything.
Thank you, sir. One other thing, sir. I had an idea that could show our appreciation a little bit more.
Oh, and what's that, Rex?
Morning, Frank. You seem to be in a surprisingly good mood.
You know what, Rex? I am. I never thought I'd actually enjoy being back at work, but after being shuttered up in an old workshop for 3 days doing nothing, it's nice to be out and about again.
Well, I'm glad. I'd like to stay and chat, but I have work to do. Those ballast hoppers won't wait for no engine. See you later. Right then, let's get to work.
Everything all right, Percy?
I'm not a coward, Emily.
I never said you were.
Not you, Thomas. He thinks something scares me every year. I don't know why he thinks I'm so scaredy. I've seen him be frightened plenty of times.
You know Thomas can be boastful, Percy.
Thomas believes you're a coward because you are a coward, little Percy. You've run back screaming to the sheds on Halloween night dozens of times.
Gordon!
Dozens? I do not frighten easily.
Percy?
Yes, sir?
There's been a change in the timetable. I need you to take some trucks of scrap to Croc's scrapyard. They're waiting in the yard.
Yes, sir.
Carry on, then.
I do not frighten easily.
Boys, you all know what to do?
Yeah. The count of 3. 3!
Hey!
Scaredy Percy! Scaredy
Percy! I'm not scaredy. I'm not a coward.
Don't change that channel. We'll be back with more Basil Spooktacular Primetime Takeover after these messages.
Make their day a day out with Thomas.
There's a magical place, we're on our way there, with toys in the millions all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us. Soon after bedtime, when dark nighttime falls, Jeffrey and helpers stock up all the shelves. From ceiling to floor, books, board games and bikes, teddies, puppets and dolls, bags, spaceships and trikes. There's millions, says Jeffrey, all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us. Sunshine, lollipops and rainbows, everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near. The raindrops disappear, dear, and I feel so fine. Just to know that you are mine. My life is sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. That's how this rain goes. So come on, join in. Everybody, sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way.
Ooh, Flob. Flobberdobberdell.
Flubberdappity flubdap.
Ah, Flobberdob. Ooh, Flobberdob.
Flubby.
Everyone's gone flobberistic at McDonald's with Bill, Ben and all their friends. There are 9 toys, one with every Happy Meal.
Wake up, the day has just begun. Let's all get out and have some fun.
We are the Combears and we're really almost late again. Potato slush, the cushion, ordinary teddy bears that you can buy.
But most of all, we're simply great to eat. Yo! Now also in yummy cheese and onion, Combear has no artificial colouring, no artificial flavouring, no artificial preservatives, and now 25% less salt. Combear, the teddy-shaped potato snack.
They're gonna taste great. They're gonna taste great. I can hear the sound of Frosties hitting me plate. They're gonna taste great with Tony and mate.
Well, everybody knows Frosties taste great.
Even ladies who wait or a pirate, and your teenage brother who's out on a date. If you live in Oz, mate, or the Empire State. Ladies with personalised number plates, or a bloke in a crate. Well, he knows they taste great. They're gonna taste great. They're gonna taste great. They're gonna taste great.
At Gulliver's, fun, imagination and kids collide.
Aye, Captain! One day I shall be queen. Our early escape is down the rapids!
And because Gulliver's is just for kids, it's a safe family park you'll love to return to.
Kids can be anything!
At Gulliver's theme parks, where family time is fun time. Warrington, Matlock, Bath and Milton Keynes.
Oh, if your lawn is a farce, weeds are right pain in the grass. Simply shake the sound and in a week, cheer up evergreen, makes it lush and green. It's the easy peasy way to get the lawn of your dreams.
Time to get busy with Bob the Builder's electronic workbench with flashing lights and exciting tool sounds. Can you hear it? Yes, you can.
We'll soon have this mended.
Bob the Builder's electronic workbench from Born to Play.
They're online.
It's not about beating me, it's about beating my dad, alright? Focus. Can't let my dad win. Oh, what a start. God, it looks like he's been practicing.
In your face!
Come on, sis, give me a break. Catch me if you can, sonny boy.
Watch this one!
Right, he's got ya. He's got ya.
Come on, I've got to win this.
Wait, I've got a blue shell. I've got a blue shell. Wait.
Race online against family and friends on Mario Kart Wii.
And we're back to Basil's Spooktacular Primetime Takeover, only on the MilanToon channel.
It was a dark and dreary night at Tidmouth Sheds. All the engines were settling down to rest after a hard day's work.
Figures we'd have a storm like this just a few days before Halloween.
What do you mean, Edward?
The winds change around this time of year. It's almost as if they can tell when they are good.
Not your silly supernatural stories again, Edward.
Yeah, we've heard them already. There's only so many times you can hear,
"He returns to haunt the scrapyard every year, searching for his lost whistle,"
before it stops being scary.
Your stories are almost as old and tired as you are.
Pot's calling the kettle black a bit, eh, Gordon?
Oh no.
Bill and Ben?
And what are you two doing here? I thought they kept you at the clay pits.
We're not exactly prisoners, James. We can leave when we want to. Besides, who's gonna stop us?
Do you have a reason for coming here, or did you just come to annoy us?
We clearly have trucks. Something the Fat Controller wanted delivered tonight. Said it was urgent.
Couldn't it have waited until morning? I have the morning off from the kipper for once. I don't know how I'm supposed to get any sleep knowing you two demons are lurking around the yard.
You, Henry? Wanting to delay important work? Oh, that doesn't sound like you at all. If I didn't know any better, I would say that we're dealing with a tender snatcher.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, don't tell me you're actually considering that, Henry. It's Bill and Ben. I trust their word as far as they can travel on one tank of water. At least Edward's stories admit they're pure fiction.
It's not a story, it's a fact. Yeah, tender snatchers are a real problem.
And what exactly is a tender snatcher?
A tender snatcher is an alien from outer space. They aren't built in workshops like you and me. They're grown in pods on their mothership, like how people grow vegetables.
Why? What for?
To take over our planet, obviously. Don't you know anything about aliens?
And how are they supposed to do that?
That's where the tender snatching comes in. They can disguise themselves as us engines, you see. Take our place without anybody noticing they're a duplicate, if they're careful enough about it. But the one thing they can't shapeshift into... tenders! So whenever they come to invade a planet, and they start taking the place of engines on their railways, the first thing they do is steal and hide any tenders they can find. They try to look vulnerable, but meanwhile they're just snatching more tenders and taking more engines' places the longer they stay around, until they take over the entire planet.
Oh, that's a nice story! Edward really taught you two well. I was almost spooked. Right, Gordon?
Not even almost. Drop your trucks off and go away.
Flying saucer weather, this is. The mothership must be pulling into orbit.
Go away! Those twins are little demons. I don't know how you put up with them, Edward.
They're not too bad once you get to know them.
Oh my! What was that?
Good to finally get a good night's sleep. Something feels wrong. Why does something feel wrong? Is it in front of me? No. Is it behind me?
Henry! What's wrong?
My tender! It's gone! Oh!
Oh, nonsense, Henry. Tenders can't up and leave on their...
What is it now?
My tender! My beautiful, beautiful tender's gone too!
Why are you screaming?
Gordon! Your tender!
It's gone too!
What on earth are you talking about? What is the meaning of this?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
Your tenders got snatched!
I assure you I have the search and rescue team already on the lookout for your tenders. Unfortunately, until they can be recovered, you will have to stay where you are. The moment I've tracked them down, you will be the first to know.
Oh,
yes, sir. Bill and Ben can't have been right about the aliens, could they? I mean, they did say the storm was the perfect cover for their mothership to pull into orbit. Are they getting ready to invade the planet? Are we
Oh, do be quiet, Henry.
I've never seen anything like it. Dancing up there in the storm, lightning flashing all around it. Oh, I've never been more frightened of anything in my whole life.
That doesn't mean it's from outer space.
Morning, all. What's going on?
Paxton here just saw something peculiar within the storm last night, and I'm trying to tell him that it wasn't anything. Because it wasn't anything.
But I've never seen anything like it before. It just looks so alien.
Or perhaps it's something people use that we don't know about.
What exactly did you see, Paxton?
I don't know what I saw. I just saw something white and disc-shaped up in the clouds during the storm last night. It floated there for a moment, and then a flash of lightning, it was gone. Oh, I think it was an alien spaceship.
Which I'm sure it wasn't. There's a logical explanation for everything, Paxton. It must have been the lightning reflecting off the clouds. Whatever it may have been, it certainly wasn't aliens from outer space.
I mean, if it were aliens, it would certainly explain Gordon, James, and Henry's tenders going missing this morning.
Missing tenders?
They disappeared in the night. Do you think there could be aliens out there, Boko?
Don't tell me you actually believe Paxton's story. I would have thought you were more sensible than that, Edward.
I'm not saying there are. I'm asking if you think there could be. Anywhere out there, really.
Not I! Bit of a numbers game, innit? Do you not know how big the universe is? 94 bloody billion light years across!
What's a light year?
How far light travels in a year, obviously. Light travels fast, in case you didn't know. It's what they use to measure distance in space. Not how we use kilometers. It's just way further, which means the universe is enormous. There's bound to be other life out there somewhere. They'd have to go very, very fast to get here. Goody!
Thank you, Hannah. Like she said, if there were any alien spaceships, which there aren't, they'd have to travel billions of, light years to get here. It's incredibly unlikely.
But not impossible.
Morning, chaps!
Morning, Harold. Everything all right?
Oh, yes, just strange things afoot. I don't think I've ever had such a bizarre patrol agenda before. I have to track down 3 tenders and a UFO today.
A UFO? Bloody aliens, I knew it!
A UFO?
Unidentified flying object, mate! That means Pax did see an alien spaceship!
Some farmers say they saw something in the skies above their fields last night. Doesn't mean it was from space, just means we don't know what it is and have to make sure a dangerous object isn't in our airspace. Did you happen to see where it may have gone, Paxton?
No, I'm afraid.
Ah, well, whatever it is will turn up eventually. Tally-o, chaps!
I told you I saw something!
Yes, you saw something, not an alien spaceship.
That'll be my whistle. Goodbye, you two.
Goodbye, Edward.
Safe travels.
Don't get abducted by LGMs!
LGMs?
Little green men, obviously. Keep up.
I wonder if there could be aliens on Sodor.
Dear, oh dear. I wonder if I'll ever see my tender again. Oh.
Psst! Gordon!
What?
What do you think the tender snatchers are planning to do next?
Why are you whispering?
Shh! Because they might be listening.
By they, do you mean the aliens? There's no way that anyone is listening to us in here, never mind or...
Out of here. I'll never see my forest again. Oh, I hope these aliens aren't real.
I think Henry is the tender snatcher.
And I think you're an idiot.
No, listen. I think he's been a tender snatcher longer than either of us had known about it. Think back. Who was the first one to bring them up when the tenders disappeared? Who's been constantly reminding us that they're around? And who went to crew as one engine and then came back as another?
James, are you implying that Henry has been an imposter for years without either of us figuring it out?
I'm implying that tender snatchers can replicate us pretty easily.
Since when did you become an expert?
This is bigger than either of us realize. Making us start to panic by taking our tenders might be the first step in their invasion plan.
What?
Nothing, Henry. You just have some coal dust on your face.
Oh, thanks.
Good morning, Neville.
The bees are dying at an alarming rate.
And I see you're having a good morning as well. Did you hear about the big engine's tenders going missing?
It's all anyone's talking about.
Paxton says he saw an alien spaceship in the sky last night. Do you think there really could be aliens out there, Neville?
If there was alien life, it would have passed over this backwater planet ages ago. No, Edward, I believe that we are completely and utterly alone in the universe, and if we weren't, we are far too stupid a species to take anything productive away from an encounter with alien life. They take one look at our primitive society and run for the hills, and I can't honestly say I blame them. We're always going to be completely alone on this ball of dust. Nothing we will do have any impact on this planet outside of our own. And eventually the sun is going to explode, reduce everything you and I have ever known to dust and ash, and render every single moment of our meaningless existence pointless.
Ah, I see.
See you later, Edward. If the sun doesn't flash for our planet.
Never do a thought exercise with that engine.
Oh, I hope they don't come for my brain next.
Henry, my good engine, may I ask you a question?
Sure, Gordon.
Just wondering about what that year you spent in the tunnel. What was that like? What year was that? It must have been,
1922?
Shoot, he's good.
Yes, 1922, thank you, Henry. Was on the tip of my tongue.
You're welcome, Gordon.
Oh yes, and one more thing. That time when you borrowed my buffers, in the old days, what was it you called them? I remember it being quite funny, I just can't recall what it was.
That's a long time ago. I don't even know if I remember.
Yet you remember 1922.
Are you talking about the buffers? I had no clue you found it that funny. I was quite proud of it at the time.
Yes, thank you, Henry. And how could I forget your buffers? This is stupid. You're stupid. I don't know why I believed you for a second.
You just aren't thinking crafty enough. I know he's a tender snatcher, and I have just the question to prove it. Give me a go.
Proceed.
Hey, Henry.
Yes, James?
What color was I when I first arrived on the railway?
Black?
Ha! You hesitated!
What do you mean I hesitated? Why don't you know the answer to that question? Since when did it become Interrogate Henry Day? Do you actually think I'm a tender snatcher?
No!
Yes. I cannot believe you! What on earth could I have done if I was an alien? I've been stuck here the whole time with you!
You were the first one to bring them up when our tenders were gone this morning!
It was a salient thought, James. I just happened to be the first one to notice. It could have come up for any one of us the moment we noticed our tenders were missing. For all we know, you could be a tender snatcher, grown in a pod, creating all this suspicion and paranoia. Sounds like something an alien would want to do to me.
That's just what an alien would say.
Gentlemen, we are civilized, so let's resolve this in a civilized manner. Henry, are you a tender snatcher from outer space?
Obviously not!
James, are you a tender snatcher from outer space?
Over my scrapped body?
Good, that's resolved. Now let's just be quiet and wait it out until the search and rescue team finds our tenders without turning into animals.
Well, do you think there could possibly be aliens out there somewhere?
Well, sure, Edward. Somewhere. Likely not so, though. This is the first sighting we've heard out here. Those wee space beasties have their spots they like to come back to.
What do you mean?
There's a wee village back in Scotland called Bonnybridge. It's so tiny the railway didn't reach out there. But if there is any place space aliens are going to show up, it'd be in Bonnybridge. I didn't know what it is that makes them keep coming back, but there's always around 300 sightings a year around there.
300 sightings?
Oh, a decent chunk of them are just lightning strikes, Edward. Sometimes they're harder to explain though. Remember what we heard about what happened out in Deckmont Woods? How could I forget? Spooky stuff right there.
What happened?
It was a few years back. Fella was out walking his dog through the woods, minding his own business, when he saw a flying saucer sitting in the middle of the woods. Said it tried to pull him into orbit. Only reason anyone believes him is that he came back with all his clothes shredded.
Whoa.
But like we said, most of them are just tricks of light. Highly doubt there are aliens on Sodor. Unless they have anything to show for it. Could be out there in the world though. You never know.
Oh, that'll be me. Goodbye, all.
Goodbye, Edward.
Henry.
What?
We have a problem.
I don't want to hear it. You thought I was an alien from outer space, and I found that extremely rude.
Henry, I'm sorry for thinking you were a tender snatcher. It was a lapse in judgment and it will never happen again. But there is a tender snatcher here.
What?
Shh! I don't know how I couldn't have seen it before. If an alien were to ingratiate himself among us, it would obviously choose to impersonate the one of us that would make us let our guard down. The weakest link. Tell me, Henry, who is the weak link among the three of us?
This is ridiculous! All this paranoia and suspicion, it's awful for my nerves. For all I know, you could be a tender snatcher, Gordon.
What?
That's what a tender snatcher would say.
James, you stay out of this. You were grown in a pod.
Oh, so when did I become a part of this? There's no way I could possibly be a tender snatcher. My bright red paint is inimitable. Okay, I will admit that is not incredible logic, but I'm not an alien. Ask me something only I would know.
What were your break blocks made of when you arrived?
Wood.
Fair enough.
James, I am sorry for accusing you. Feeling a bit cooped up in this shed. I'm sure this will all be resolved soon.
All right, Gordon. Apology accepted.
Edward! I believe I found Paxton's UFO, chap!
A balloon?
A weather balloon! A team from the Meteorology Institute sent it out into the storm last night to get some readings and lost track of it. It must have drifted off course.
And the lightning reflecting off must have made it look like a spaceship when Paxton saw it.
Precisely. Weather balloons get mistaken for alien spaceships all the time. They're at least half of the UFOs I'm typically sent out to investigate. Tell Paxton there's nothing to worry about, eh? Nothing out of this world in my airspace.
Thanks for tracking it down, Harold. I'll make sure to let him know.
Cheers! Keep up the good work!
I wonder where those tenders ended up.
Over the ocean, my body lies over the sea.
Afternoon, Salty.
Ahoy, Edward! Smooth sailing today, me hearty.
For me, at least, Salty. But not for the big engines. They woke up today with their tenders missing.
They woke up with... You're telling me their tenders have been snatched?
Believing one of Salty's stories, Edward? I would have thought you'd be sensible enough to know he makes them all up.
Shh! Don't spoil me trade secrets.
The Tender Snatchers is one of your stories, Salty?
That it is. Experimenting with genre, me hearty. There's only so many tales you can get out of giant squids and mermaids. Surprised it's spread far enough for the big engines to think they've seen them, though.
Well, their tenders are gone. Salty, who exactly did you tell that story to?
Say, Henry.
Yes, James?
I have a sneaking suspicion.
And what would that suspicion be?
I think the real Tender Snatcher has been pitting us against each other all along.
I do believe you're right. And I also have a sneaking suspicion.
Oh, do you really?
I do. I think if a Tender Snatcher were to impersonate one of us, it would be the one who claims to be the fastest and strongest, the most capable.
It'd be the one of us that's been playing both sides.
Not letting us know which way is up.
Constantly saying the Tender Snatchers aren't much of a problem.
We know it's you!
You can't hide under the radar forever, spaceman!
This is ridiculous. There's absolutely no way I'm an alien.
Just the thing an alien would say!
This is turning into complete and utter madness. How did we even get set up? Bill and Ben, those little demons were here last night. They have to have something to do with this.
Don't you try and shift the blame, Tender Snatcher. We know you're the duplicate.
You're not taking over our planet today!
Listen, you idiots! They're the ones who told the—
You can't appeal to authority with us! We're sharper than that!
Trying to shift the blame to someone else. I bet the real Gordon taught you that!
Do be quiet, Henry.
Okay,
No,
that's enough. That's enough shouting.
I
Just calm down, please. Also, if anyone wants to stay in the please have a chat with Henry. You two, please! Just stop yelling!
The truth!
Bill, Ben, where are you?
Edward! What a pleasant surprise! What brings you to the clay pit?
I know you took the tenders.
What? No! Oh, that's crazy talk. What tenders? Ben! Where should I hide these? Oh.
How did you two pull this off?
Oh, this? This was easy. Couple up in front, pull them onto the turntable, turn them around, take their tenders, turn them back around, push them in, and none the wiser. James was the toughest. The other two are such heavy sleepers.
But why?
They were being rude to you, Edward, calling you old and tired. You're a lot more awake than they are, that's for sure.
They call me things like that all the time.
We know that, but that's not okay. Yeah, you know more about anything than all three of those blowhards put together. It's not fair that they can just insult you and get away with it.
I appreciate your concern, but I promise that I am more than capable of defending myself. Gordon, James, and Henry are just that, blowhards, and I know not to take things they say seriously. And so should you. Not worth the time spent fretting over their insults. Now, may I please have the tenders back?
Fine. Do it your way.
If anyone is the tender snatcher, it's you two. You're in cahoots, trying to trick me into thinking it's 2-on-1, but no, it's 1-on-2. The aliens have already taken over.
Just what an alien would say! You can't fool me! I've got eyes like a hawk! I know an alien, Gordon, when I see one! Alien!
Can we please stop shouting?
That's exactly what an alien would say.
That's enough shouting. Can we just calm down now, please? Gordon, James, please.
I found your tenders.
What?
We're saved!
Edward beat the aliens!
Wherever did they turn up?
Bill and Ben took them last night. They said it was in retaliation for you calling me old and tired.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, that was obvious with hindsight.
That does make more sense than aliens.
Let's get you lot sorted out.
The next day, the big engines returned to work, having been reunited with their lost tenders.
Henry, James, my dear engines, shall we agree to never speak of this tender snatcher business again?
Oh, absolutely.
I was under the impression that was already happening.
Wonderful.
Oh, was that my guard's whistle? I think I might need to be off.
Actually, that might have been my whistle. Wait for me, Henry.
I can deal with some silly tank engine twins.
Take me to your leader.
Go!
I've never seen the big engines leave the station in such a hurry. They seem spooked. Indeed, Bill. One would think they saw a flying saucer. No way. Come on, Bill. Coming.
Don't change that channel. We'll be back with more Basil Spooktacular Primetime Takeover after these messages.
Mr. Bean has a brilliant new magazine series, Mr. Bean's Amazing A to Z, full of fascinating facts about amazing animals, science, famous people and much more. Did you know an alligator can grow up to 3,000 teeth in a lifetime? Or that Kylie is the name for a boomerang? There are puzzles and cool quizzes to test what you've learned. And special pullouts to help you with your projects. The first is Ancient Egypt. You get stinky scratch and sniff stickers with every issue. And a sticker atlas to keep them in. Week by week, build up Mr. Bean's fun, funny, but surprisingly useful encyclopedia. Mr. Bean's Amazing A to Z.
Amazing!
It's CBeebies, the official album. All your favourite TV characters on one album. Featuring 27 songs, plus a bonus CD, with videos and exclusive tracks. CBeebies, the official album, out now.
We all know how important our children's education is. That's why there's so much creative learning in V-Smile, the #1 TV learning system where they can have fun with spelling, maths and so much more. Go on learning adventures with Winnie the Pooh, Care Bears, Bob the Builder and other well-loved characters. Or why not try the V-Smile Pocket, the portable educational gaming system for 5 to 9-year-olds. There's lots of games to choose from that play on both console and pocket. V-Smile from VTech.
Since the dawn of time, man's been in awe of a force of nature. A formidable force. A force that has now evolved into a volcanic sensation. As Volvic has erupted into new Volvic Splash in plain, still, natural mineral water, blackcurrant or orange flavor. Fantastic! Volvic Splash fills you with volcanicity.
It's the longest, stretchiest, fruity snack around. New orange fruit winders from Kellogg's. In 3 fruity flavors. New Kellogg's real fruit winders. Unwind the fruity fun forever.
I want my video now. New!
Video now. You can watch your favorite shows on your own personal video disc player.
I want choices. I want cool shows.
Like Jackie Chan,
Jimmy Neutron,
The Fairly Odd Parents. Now, collectible and tradable
on disc after disc. Video now! Now!
And now for the entertainment news.
Thanks, work. This just in. Milkshake Treats is available on DVD for $9.99.
Hello.
And to celebrate, you can win a birthday party with the Milkshake Presenters, plus a midweek break at Butlins.
That was too-tastic.
Milkshake Treats on DVD for $9.99.
Shiver me timbers.
16 fun programs on one DVD. More great news from Woolworths.
If you want TV, where kids shining, like instant tickle thing, with a great big grin. You know what to do. Do a little wiggle, a wiggle and a giggle, a giggle and a wiggle. Nick Jr., join in TV.
To get Nick Jr. on Sky, call 08702 42 42 42.
Get up now or you can't go to bed early.
Oh, come on now. Oh, there'll be no early night.
Are you lot? Oh, bless. We've got them these new beds from Silent Night. They're called My First Bed. There's loads of fun options, and they've got the special Miracoil mattresses like our bed.
So we all get a silent night. Sleep tight.
Have a silent night.
Please be seated for Meerkat Puppet Theater.
Hello, Mr. Meerkat. How much could you save me on my car insurance? Market, you want market?
Compare the meerkat.com, compare the market.com. Simples.
And we're back to Basil's Spooktacular Primetime Takeover, only on the MilanToon channel.
The Phantom Brake Van. It was another stormy day at Brendam Docks. Thomas, Salty, and Porter worked hard through the rain, and so did Cranky.
Will this weather ever lighten up?
I haven't seen this kind of weather since the Phantom Brake Van.
The Phantom Brake Van?
Oh yes, Thomas. Long, long ago, the Phantom Brake Van roamed Soldor as one of the best brake vans on the island. Everyone wanted to use him. But one wet fateful day, the Phantom Brake Van was trying to stop a runaway. His brakes wouldn't work, and he toppled right off the tracks. He was repaired in no time, but some say he never spoke again, and would always cause engines to derail.
Oh my.
Pah! You're saying this is true? Like the monster of Brendam?
Or the flatbed Sophia?
Well, I might have tinkered with the odd detail or two, but the Phantom Brake Van is real as you or me, Thomas. You can hear its aching groan, its rattling chains, and squealing brakes.
What a load of nonsense!
It was at that moment Donald and Douglas pulled into Brendam.
If we saw a Phantom Brake Van, we'd show the thing or two, eh, Dougie? I didn't want to hear anything about broken brake vans, thank you.
Douglas was referring to the time he had accidentally smashed up a spiteful brake van. The twins never saw him again. Donald and Douglas had arrived at Nafford Station, where the fat controller was waiting.
Oh, hello, you two. Due to the bad weather, most engines are out doing other jobs to ensure we stay on schedule. So I need you two to take Henry's train to Vickerstown for me.
Aye, aye, sir. We'll get right on it.
The twins collected the train and headed off for Vickerstown.
Do you really think the Phantom Brake Van is real? Of course not. Didn't tell me you really believe Salty's story. Well, what if it's that spiteful one trying to come back for me? Donny, what's that? What's what? That rattling sound. It's nothing like I've ever heard before.
The noise was coming from up ahead in the fog. Douglas shut his eyes and prepared for the worst. But it was only the workmen, unloading building materials.
Haha! You thought it was the Phantom Brake Van, didn't ya?
The twins carried on. As they went down Gordon's Hill, they heard a squealing noise.
Now what's that, Donny? Birds this time? Ah, it's probably just the trucks going rusty from the rain. Now quit your whining and just get on with your job.
Hey! Oh, thanks, guys. You wouldn't treat S.C. Ruffy like this.
Douglas shut his eyes again. But it was only Trevor, pulling his hay cart.
Honestly, Dougie, you're just acting silly. But Salty said there was rattling chains, a squeaking noise, and a ghostly moan. There were plausible causes for those noises, and there's no moaning either.
Douglas couldn't handle the pressure anymore, so he pulled into a siding.
That's it, Donny! I'm dropping out! I can't take all this stress and have you not supporting me! Fine! Ye tell Sir Topham Hatt you left yourself. Now, I've got a train to pull. That stupid Dougie. I can't believe he's too scared to pull a train. There's no such thing as the Phantom. No, it can't be. Oh, I must be being silly. I must be hearing things. Oh no, it must be.
The Phantom Brake Fan!
Hello? Anyone? Oh.
Douglas arrived back at Knapford. He was still upset that he left poor Donald on his own.
Douglas? What are you doing back here?
Sorry, sir, but I'm, not feeling so well.
And where's Donald? He hasn't arrived at Vickerstown yet. He should have by now.
Don't worry, sir. I'll go and find him right away. Paxton, have you seen Donny?
I heard someone pass by earlier. They went down the left track up ahead. Are you here to help me?
Head that time. I'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, it's not exactly like I could walk off the tracks. That would be funny.
Donald was all alone. He had run out of water and was stuck.
Oh, I shouldn't have made fun of Dougie. I'm stuck here and no one knows where I am. Tommy! Oh, Dougie, am I glad to see you. Don't worry, I'm here to help.
But then the twins heard something. It was rattling chains, and squealing wheels, and a ghostly moan.
Oh no! It's him! What are we gonna do? Oh! Get away from my brother, you fiend!
Oh, I told you to take that right!
I could have sworn this was a shortcut.
Paxton! Are we glad to see you?
Oh, it's nice to see you too. Again.
Hi. Sorry about that. Don't worry. Me and Donnie will help you both out of here.
For the last time, Sydney, I fixed Steamies, not diesels.
Thank you for rescuing me. I shouldn't have been so unkind. I'm sorry I believed one of Salty's stories. I now know it's better to stick with my brother than to run away from ghosts.
Silent Stafford.
Oh my! I hope he doesn't have a bone to pick with me.
Wow, sir! The decorations are coming along great!
I know, Henry. I think this will be our best Halloween festival yet.
Oh, hello, Henry.
Oh! Oh, Stafford! You made me jump!
Oh, sorry, Henry. I didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, it's alright. I just didn't hear you pull up.
Oh, I get that a lot.
Stafford, the electric shunter, isn't like most engines. When he moves, he doesn't really make any noise, which results in him unintentionally scaring engines from time to time.
And then I said, Swindon? Certainly not. Doncaster's the place to be, my dear engine.
Uh-huh. If you say so, Gordon.
Of course, I didn't think a little engine like you would understand the importance of such a highly delicate matter.
Hello, Gordon.
Oh, good heavens! Stafford, you mustn't do that!
I'm sorry, Gordon. I just wanted to let you know your train's ready.
Yes, very well. Thank you.
Oh. Hello, Farmer McCall. Oh my goodness! Oh! Oh, I'm so sorry, Farmer McCall. Oh, it's alright, Stafford. You only startled me. I just lost my balance, that's all. But I guess that load won't be going to market then. Oh dear. I was too loud when I tried to be a steamy. Now I'm too quiet just being myself. Oh, what's going on? Hey, Bert, you hear something? Nah, not at all, Harry. Oh, that's a shame. Guess I'll just continue shunting. You two can stop now. Oh, Stafford! How long have you been there? He must have been on mute, Bert. Oh, yes, very funny. Well, you can hardly blame us. It's not like we can hear you coming anyway. You know what, Harry? What's that, Bert? Silent Stafford is so quiet, he could be right behind you, and you'd never even know. He's like a ghost, ooh.
Ah, Stafford, I have an important job for you. Frank has broken down at the Arsdale Railway. I need you to deliver some spare parts there so we can get him repaired as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Just don't understand. Nearly everyone had something different happen to them. So, it's not consistent. Rex? Oh, not you too. Sorry, Rex. I didn't mean to scare you. It's fine, Stafford. I guess I was just so deep in my thoughts that I didn't hear you arrive. Oh, been doing that a lot to everybody lately. Well, it's not entirely your fault, Stafford. We're on a little edge today. There's been some strange going-ons around the railway, and none of us can explain it. Oh my, that does sound scary. Oh, I'm sorry. I got so caught up in our situation. Is something wrong? No, I'm fine. I'm just here to drop off these parts for Frank. I best be getting back to the yards now. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing. How peculiar. This is so boring. We need some excitement. And I have an idea. Hey, Bert! Look at the scaredy little engines.
That wasn't very nice.
If a little honk scared you, I can't imagine how you'd react if you came across oh, but what was it called again? Why are you asking me? The silent ghost. Yeah, the silent ghost of Knapford.
The silent ghost of Knapford?
Oh yes, we've seen him just today. He's very scary, but we weren't scared, right, Bert? Of course not, Harry. But I don't know about these scaredy engines.
Why? What's it do?
Oh, well, very scary stuff. You know, like, he's so quiet, he'll sneak up right behind you. Oh yeah, and shunt you so hard, your buffers will fall off. And he likes to go after little engines especially.
Oh no, we're little engines!
Oh, I sure hope we don't come across him.
I'd be careful around here. You never know when he might strike. Oh, how's that for excitement? That will keep him on edge for a little while.
Ah, Stafford, I got a call from the small controller. He'd like to thank you for your quick delivery of the parts.
You're welcome, sir.
Is everything all right, Stafford?
Not really, sir. I've been accidentally scaring everyone I've come across today. It's all because I'm so quiet when I'm running. Even Harry and Bert were teasing me about it.
Oh, I see. Well, you're not doing it deliberately, so there's no need to feel bad about it, Stafford.
There isn't.
Oh, bless you, no.
Sir?
Calm down, Percy. What's wrong?
Is it true?
Is what true?
The silent ghost of Knapford.
What? What on earth are you talking about, Percy?
It's a silent ghost engine that sneaks up on little engines and crashes into them. Harry and Bert told Philip and I about it.
Harry and Bert, you say? A silent engine? Oh, I think I know what's going on here.
So is it real, sir?
Well, in a way, yes.
It is?
I can assure you he won't be chasing after you. In fact, I believe you know him fairly well already.
What?
Ah, this is your silent ghost, Percy.
Stafford? You're the ghost?
It seems like it. Harry and Bert must have been using me to scare you.
Oh, thank goodness the ghost isn't real. But those two should be taught a lesson.
I believe I know of a way to deal with Harry and Bert. If it's a silent ghost they want, it's a silent ghost they'll get.
Boom!
Whoa! Hey!
Oh, scaredy! Harry, behave a little better. It's not often we get invited to these things. I want to enjoy it for a little bit. Oh, come on, Bert. Just having a little bit of fun with the garden shed.
Hey, wait a minute.
Well, hey, if it isn't little scaredy Percy. It was brave of you to show up, especially with the silent ghost of Netford lurking around. Oh, what's that over there?
Very funny. I'm not scared of your pretend ghost. In fact, I've met a real ghost before, and he was really friendly.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, sure you have. Hey, who turned off the lights?
What's happened to the lights?
Remain calm, everyone. I'll have someone go check the...
Who goes there? Who's in my station?
It's the silent ghost of Knapford!
I've come for the little engines. But I thought you made the ghost up. I didn't. You did. Ah, yes. These two will do just fine. What? No! Make a break for it, Bert! Scram! No! Take him, Mr. Ghost. He's better for smashing. What, Bert? Every engine for themselves!
I think you got them good.
Oh, I think so too.
Stafford?
That's me!
I don't think those two will be messing with anyone for a while.
Well, that was exciting. I think I'll wait until tomorrow to pay a visit to the Diesel Works. Let them believe there's a ghost after them for a bit longer. I hope that's cheered you up a bit, Stafford.
Oh, it has, sir. Thank you. It was rather fun to be a ghost. But I'm happy just being quiet old Stafford.
I'm glad you are. Enjoy the festival, Stafford.
You think we lost to Mary? Oh, don't know. I'll tell you, I never want to come across another ghost again. Oh, there you are, Spirit. Oh well, let's get you home.
The Harwick Haunting. It was early morning at the Harwick sheds. Daisy the diesel railcar was humming quietly to herself.
Ryan? He must have had a quarry run this morning. Judy? Jerome?
Morning, Daisy.
Ah! Oh, Ryan!
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
What are you playing at? That bump was not good for my swerves.
I just wanted to remind you that the Fat Controller's waiting for you at Allsborough.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you, Ryan.
Have a good day, Daisy! Now, where are those trucks for Harwick?
Ah, Daisy, I have a very important job for you. We are having a Halloween festival in Knapford for the next few days, so I would like you to work later into the night, bringing the guests to and from the station.
Working late? Oh, but sir,
Don't argue, Daisy. It's too early for that.
Fine, sir. This is totally unfair.
Oh, looks like someone woke up on the wrong side of the shed today, Daisy.
Oh, hush now, Rex.
That evening, Daisy was being looked over for her evening work when...
Ryan!
Oh, you get scared too easily, Daisy. Are you sure you can handle a late night run?
Daisy was still cross with Ryan, but then she had an idea.
Well, if you had a run-in with the Harwick Haunt, you'd be a little jumpy too.
The Harwick Haunt? What's that?
Well, long ago, before the branch line was built, the hills around here were popular with climbers, but the cliffs were unstable, as a pair found out. Now the spirits of the fallen climbers haunt the branch line. I ran into them not long ago. So, to be honest with you, Ryan, I'm glad I have this job. I won't be around to be haunted. Toodaloo! That'll teach him a lesson.
Later, Ryan was shunting some trucks in the yards, ready for the pack to fill the next morning. He looked around, hoping the climbers weren't coming for him.
It's the Halloween Haunt! It's come to get me! It's...
Hi!
Oh, silly Ryan.
That night, Ryan was alone in the shed. The fog was beginning to roll in once again, which only made him more nervous.
What's that? Is it the haunt? I don't like being alone.
Ryan didn't get a wink of sleep. The next morning he puffed off to work, tired. Are you alright, Ryan?
Yes, I'm fine.
Ryan, what are you...
Duck! Oh
no! Ryan! Stay on your own track!
Sorry, Duck! Ryan! Oh, whoa! Oh no! Whoa! Oh. Ryan, what was that for? Oh, I'm sorry, Skiff. Oh, dear.
That evening, Ryan was collecting some ballast from the small railway, trying to stay awake.
Must stay awake. Must do work. Whoa! It's the Halloween Haunt! Oh no! Ryan, what are you doing? Whoa!
Well done, genius. You know ballast doesn't grow on trees, right?
Oh, sorry, Mike.
Just then, Gilbert, the new engine who had just arrived on the island, puffed up. He had seen what had happened and was concerned for his friend.
Are you alright, Ryan?
Of course I am, Gilbert.
Are you really? I saw what happened at Islesborough Harbour. Something seems really off with you. You can tell me.
I'm fine, Gilbert.
See, now I know there's something wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gilbert. Daisy told me about the Halloween Haunt yesterday, and last night I couldn't get any sleep because I kept hearing strange noises all night.
I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation for the sound you heard.
I don't know.
Well, if it helps, I can stay with you tonight.
Well, it would be nice not to be alone. Thanks, Gilbert.
No problem, Ryan.
That night, Gilbert came to the sheds with Ryan. The fog was rolling in once again.
Whoa, does it usually get this foggy?
Not normally.
Ah well, just try and get some sleep. What was that?
I don't know. Oh, it's right outside the window. Gilbert, it's on my wheels. Go away, ghost. Leave me alone.
Ryan, you should open your eyes.
What? Are you serious?
Ryan, just look.
Oh, hello there. What are you doing?
Well, that's your spirit, Ryan.
Ah, aren't you the cutest little spirit I've ever seen? Where did you come from?
It was only a cat.
Good morning, Ryan. Gilbert, what are you doing here?
It's kind of a long story, Daisy.
So, did you get a visit from the Harwick Haunt while I was gone?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, wait, you did?
Well, yes, as it happens. Oh, here she comes now.
What on Sodor are you? Oh, it's just a cat.
The cat made her home at the sheds. She always came around to visit Ryan in the mornings. The crew named her Spirit, but everyone calls her the Harwick Haunt, and Ryan couldn't have been happier to have made a new friend.
Oh, it's a cat.
Don't change that channel. We'll be back with more Basil Spooktacular Primetime Takeover after these messages.
Every day I wake up, pour myself a cup of that rich Folgers aroma. The best part of waking up, it's the do-up in all I do. The mountain-grown aroma always coming through. Oh, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Now I'm right in harmony With that do-up-diddy. Whoa, one more cup and it's a hoo-up shabop for me. Oh, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
If you love Balamory, you'll love Josie Jumps Mat. Jump from house to house, learning colours and numbers as you go. Live the story of Balamory with Josie Jumps Mat.
Come on, yes! Hey Charlie, want to walk?
The new V-Smile Cyber Pocket portable learning console lets you learn how to spell and discover numbers with your favourite characters wherever you are.
Hiya, show us what you've learned then. What's 1 + 2?
The new V-Smile Cyber Pocket in 2 great colours and now with an amazing £10 money back offer. V-Smile Cyber Pocket from VTech.
Joined Smile because they give me loads more interest on my current account than my old bank ever did. The thing is, I was really looking forward to telling my old bank where to stick it, but Smile did all that for me. So, Mr. Bank Manager, this is me, Ian Dougherty, formally telling you to stick it.
You better smile!
Here is a collectible bank sure to warm the hearts of everyone who loves trains.
Lionel Coin Bank, Lionel Coin Bank.
It's the Lionel Train Crossing Bank. Just insert any coin and the signal lights flash, the engines turn, you even hear that nostalgic whistle blow. And it's a genuine Lionel collectible, an amazing gift for everyone who loves trains large and small, and perfect for anyone wanting a fun way to save that change. You even get to watch your savings grow. Trains harken back to a simpler time in American history, a time of greatness, a time of ingenuity, a time of limitless possibilities. We'll celebrate those times with the Lionel Train Crossing Bank. It makes saving those coins a lot more fun.
Save your money, save your money.
Standing a full 4 feet tall, every time you insert a coin, the signal lights flash, you practically see the train roll by, and you hear that locomotive whistle blow. A great gift for any age, and so much more fun than just a piggy bank. This is a genuine Lionel collectible, complete with this certificate of authenticity. It's a wonderful way for kids to save money because they actually watch their savings grow. Makes a terrific gift for almost anyone. Standing a full 4 feet tall, it's an incredible value.
Plus, we'll include this Lionel Throw Blanket. It's a $20 value, but now it's free with your purchase. Just pay processing and handling. It makes a great gift.
It's the Lionel Train Crossing Bank.
Lionel Coin Bank, Lionel Coin Bank.
A great way to celebrate the rail fan in all of us.
Fun at Monkey Business. Birthday parties, happy friends, where the laughter never ends. It's so much fun at Monkey Business.
Monkey Business, Valley's Entertainment, Sheffield, and St Stephen's Hull.
Ah. Oh, now that's a lovely trout.
Seems to me you've hit a spot of bad form. What used to be hot is now just kind of lukewarm. You've been living by the same old rota, so I'll show you a place you ought to go to. Come on in, you'll see what I mean. You need a break from the old routine.
What do you mean we need a break from the old routine?
You need a break from the old routine.
What do you mean we need a break from the old routine?
Ah, you know what I mean.
What do you mean we need a break from the old routine?
You need a break from the old routine.
What do you mean we need a break from the old routine?
You need a break from the old routine.
Brewster's, break from the old routine.
Hi guys!
Oh look, it's Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan! So, ready for the party?
Sure are.
Hang on! You're naked!
Wooly, run down to Woolworths and get us some jeans and t-shirts from the new Worth It value range. Let's go! Now, where are they? Oh, hello.
Hey, Jackie! Wax on, wax off.
I wasn't in that one.
Ta-da! Did you get the clothes?
No, but I got this WWE costume.
Your time has come, young warrior.
The Worth It value range now includes loads of kids' clothes at ridiculously low prices.
Right in me Jackie Chance!
And we're back to Basil's Spooktacular Primetime Takeover, only on the MilanToon channel.
This is a night.
This is the night
I was created for. I'm gonna put on my best disguise and go knocking on everybody's door. This is the night.
This is the night
I'm gonna hit the street. 'Cause this is the night folks are giving away so many good things to eat. Oh, people, you know life could be so sweet if every night was a night to go trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Wouldn't it be sweet?
Trick or treat.
Just a trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Wouldn't it be sweet?
Trick or treat.
Just a trick or treat.
It was almost Halloween on the island of Sodor. All the engines were busily working as the stations and towns were getting prepared for parties, tricks, and treats. There was even the odd spooky story around the campfire to enjoy as well. Thomas was delivering some freight to one of the stations on his branch line. There, Miss Martin, the schoolmaster, was pacing about, waiting for a load of goods for the cafeteria.
Good afternoon, Miss Martin. You look a little worried. What's the matter?
Miss Martin sighed. She was glad to have someone to talk to.
We've got a lot of repairs to make around the school before winter arrives. I thought of doing a haunted house fundraiser, but I can't find the time to look for a place to hold it.
Why would you want to raise funds for a haunted house?
Oh, it's not quite like that. It's where people dress up their homes with decorations and spooks, and people go through it on a tour. They pay a little something to go inside, which can go back into fixing up things. I thought about doing one at the school, but the only thing scary about it is our funding.
Thomas was still confused, but he wanted to help Miss Martin and the children living on the branch line.
Don't worry, Miss Martin. I'll find somewhere you can set up your haunted house.
Oh, thank you, dear. That'll take it off my mind, like taking this food off the van.
As Thomas headed home, he kept thinking about where the fundraiser could be set up. He thought about asking the other engines at the sheds if they knew any good spots. But when he arrived at the depot, he found the other engines all enthralled in one of Otis's tall tales. He pulled up in time for one of the older stories that had been passed down to Otis.
Legends say that back when the railway first formed, there used to be a line that led all the way up to the island's first goods station. But anyone that went down the line had an unnerving feeling, like they were being watched by something. One night, a poor lost engine trying to return home went down the line by accident. The rails climbed a hold of the engine's wheels as the line dragged the engine 6 feet under. The line was closed, but it was never boarded up. So, any engine traveling late at night is warned to be careful, lest they be devoured by the line.
All the engines were quite scared by Otis's tale. Even Devon, who was trying to play it off, couldn't quite shake the look of fear in his eyes. Ahem! It was a costume Sir Topham hat. I know it's starting to get late, but I need an engine to make a delivery. There's a truck full of supplies that needs to be taken to the old crane dock, and after that, a scrap truck needs to be taken to the ironworks. Are there any volunteers? Couldn't possibly be me!
I've had such a long day pulling goods trains.
My, allergies are starting to kick in.
Pah! A bunch of scaredy steamies.
I take it that means you're volunteering, Devon?
My fittest says it's bad for me to do last-minute runs.
Thomas looked over and put on a brave face.
I can do it, sir.
Excellent. The supply truck is waiting for you at Knapford. Be quick now.
Surprised you're so keen on doing that job. Aren't you scared the haunted line is gonna get you?
Ha! I'm not scared. Besides, I quite like the dark.
And with a whistle, Thomas set off from the sheds. He arrived at the big station and was coupled to the supply car. Soon he was on his way to the old docks where Carly the crane was loading up the scrap truck.
Hello up there, Carly! Over here! I've got some supplies to help you rebuild the old docks!
Ah, Thomas! Thanks a ton, mate. Guess you're also here to take this here scrap truck to the ironworks?
That's right!
Word of advice, mate. I'd be quick about that if I were you. Hate to get caught up there during the dead of night.
But Thomas didn't listen. He was just thinking about how he was going to prove he wasn't a scaredy engine to Otis. He coupled up to the scrap truck and proceeded on his way to the ironworks. But when Thomas finally arrived, it was a very different story. Rusting old wrecks sat around the tracks. Bits and pieces of machines were scattered around cranes and claws. Thomas left the scrap car on a siding, where a grabber was eagerly awaiting to crunch on in. Thomas's wheels trembled. Then came rumblings that gave him a shudder. A rumbling steam or diesel feared. The rumbles of the Iron Twins. Well, 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 if it isn't the blue puffball. Looks like you're a long way from home, eh, Bert?
Strange to see you venture out from your branch line this time of night.
I've come with the dock scrap. No need to worry about anything else. I should be on my way now.
Oh, but you've only just arrived. Make yourself toasty by the fire. Buffer him, Bert! Thomas didn't take long to make it back to the main line, yet he shot forward without thinking of where he'd end up. But there was trouble ahead. Some faulty points had become stuck and were leading towards an abandoned line. Poor Thomas didn't know about it until he found himself going down the wrong line.
Oh no! I'm on the haunted line! Otis was right!
Then there was trouble.
Cinders and ashes!
Thomas saw he was approaching the end of the line. Thomas found himself lying off the rails and wheel deep on the ground.
Oh no! The haunted line! It's taking me! Help! Help!
It's not gonna take you to the ground, you noisy engine.
Who said that? Who's there?
Over here, by that old oak tree. There you go. Now who in the blazes are you?
I'm Thomas.
Huh? What's that? Speak up, boy.
I'm Thomas.
Thompson?
I'm Thomas!
Huh?
My name is Thomas!
Well, Thompson, my name's Barry. Red Caboose Barry to some, and I used to work on this line way, way back in the day.
Thomas looked around and realized he'd ended up at an abandoned station.
What happened?
Well, it just got forgotten over time as new fancier stations got built. Also, there was something about the materials used in the station. What was it, asbestos or something? Anyway, they closed down the line and left me here in this setting.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
I don't need your sympathy. My time for being useful has passed a long time ago. Although, I still miss the company. Still, Can't imagine I'll be around for much longer. Once help comes for you, I'll probably be sent to the scrapyard and be cut up and whatnot.
Thomas felt horrible. Poor Barry didn't deserve to be left in the buffers of Harry and Bert. Then, he remembered what Miss Martin said to him earlier that day.
That's it!
Huh? What's it? You ain't making sense, Thompson.
Don't worry, Barry. You're not getting scrapped anytime soon.
The next morning, help finally arrived in the form of Roger and Chuck. After the two had helped pull Thomas back on the rails, Thomas talked to Sir Topham Hatt about his idea. You'll have to get approval from Miss Martin before anything can officially happen, but it would be a great help towards her and the school.
Don't worry, Barry. I'll be back in no time.
And Thomas puffed away to collect Miss Martin. When they returned, Miss Martin examined the abandoned station.
It's perfect. Just the right place.
If that's the case, we'll get to work clearing the line immediately. Ha ha!
You hear that, Barry? You'll have company soon enough.
What?
Soon the line was restored into proper working order, and the station, after careful reinstallation, was ready for a spooky makeover. Soon after, everyone from around the island came to visit the haunted train station. And Thomas even helped out by being the station's very own ghost train.
I'm glad Percy's away at the works right now. He would be terrified if he saw this.
What? Who's Percival?
The haunted station was a smash hit. It raised more than what Miss Martin expected and was able to help fund the school for the time being. In its off-season, the station now serves as a small railing museum that people can go and visit. Barry, while not going back to being a full-time caboose, was given a refurbishing and looks just like he did all those years ago. He enjoys the company of all that come to visit him, although he still has a bit of trouble hearing them.
I knew a ferret named Thompson once. Gosh darn, stole my buffers.
Thomas is glad he discovered the line.
Otis was right. The line did claim me. Just not in the way I expected.
Oh, I'm home again. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for taking part. I would never have made it home without you. Happy Halloween!
Thank you.